Whoa, yo, what's up? Hope everybody, hold on, had a Merry Christmas. I haven't been live for a while, but hope everybody had a good Christmas, man. We are on to Baltimore Ravens right after this.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Get ready to dive into a new world of online shopping with the Fins Tailgate. Whether you're a die-hard sports fan or just looking for the latest fashion trends, we've got you covered. With a wide variety of products from your favorite sports teams to stylish accessories and home decor, we're your one-stop shop for all things tailgate. Our easy-to-use website and hassle-free checkout process make shopping with us a breeze. Plus, with frequent sales and discounts, you won't want to shop anywhere else. So come on in and join the party at the Fins Tailgate, your new go-to destination for all things tailgate.
What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all having a great Sunday, Friday, whatever. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. All ready for the weekend. What is up? So I had a few things that we want to talk about before I drop the link. One of them, of course, is always being Dubby energy drink. Look at me. I got the Calio cream. You click the link below, you can get the sample pack and you get your 10% off right away. Also, being it's the holiday, you're looking for a real chef that could cater for you, your birthday events or holiday parties with mouth-watering cupcakes, cookies, and pies like these right here. Look at this. All made from scratch. And then give my man Chef Drew. He's in the Tri-County area at 786-804-8096. And if you mention the Fins Tailgate, you get 10% off. We help those who help us. And Chef Drew is not only is he a model citizen, but he is a great friend of this network. You know what I mean? So I would love to always, and first in the building, what's up, Mark? How you doing? From Bills Mafia. Best man name in the business, Dolphinier. OG Barry. What's going on, Dolphin Don? Nay, how you doing? My main man, Todd. What's going on, brother? Daniel Sports. What's going on, man? And, of course, Thomas Jensen. What's up, man? So, it's funny. Joe Rist, what's up, brother? Love the logo here. V21, what's happening, my brother? So, I want to address a certain a media personality, and for once, it's not the Big O. I'm not gonna, who I'm talking about. He's FS1 guy. I'm not going to say his name because I don't feel like it. And it trips me out how much how he buys space into people's head. He's living in people's head rent free, and for fucking what, I don't know. At the end of the day, last I checked, hierarchies and fucking power rankings and where we are in fantasy lineups don't mean jack shit at the end of the season. At the end of the day, Ross doesn't go, hey, how many players did we make it in the hierarchy? Are we top of the hierarchy yet? They don't give two fucks about his hierarchy or anybody's hierarchy for that matter. All we got to do is win. And Dauphineer just know who I'm talking about. I mean, at the end of the day, you look at the Lions. They won a division since 1993, man. I tell you what, that team has, done it all. I mean, really played really good. They got destroyed by the team we're going to play, ironically. But you know what? They don't give two shits about what the media says, and I don't think neither we should too. At the end of the day, it's about what we accomplish in the season, not who fucking ranks us higher. Because that don't mean shit. At the end of the day, hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, yo? What's going on in the Back It Up podcast? Timothy Easton, what's going on, man? Fred, what's going on? So, I think this team, like I said before, it's about winning the war and not the battles. We need to. We're proving what Ryan AP. What's going on? We are proving it little by little that we are a good team, and not having one season or going one year 9-4 doesn't equate to a dynasty. A dynasty is a team that's done it multiple times. What's going on, Color? And speaking of color, hey, Crypto, what's going on? And speaking of which,
hey, what's happening?
As much as it pains me to say this, that University in Coral Gables, they were a dynasty, not because they won it multiple times. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Unfortunately, even dynasties stop being dynasties and don't get credit for that. So it's about what you're doing right now down on the gridiron.
Exactly. But at the end, but my point.
Yeah, they never really got credited for it, Shake. You're right.
So at the end of the day, we're not going to be a dynasty just by going 9-4 one season. I mean 10-4 or 11-4, whatever the hell we're going, man. But at the end of the day, we need to do this year in and year out. And getting Colin Cowherd to say we're the best team in the NFL, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, I tried to warn him after week 4, Shake Money. Don't fall for the okie doke on him.
Oh, yeah,
he was going to turn on you.
Oh, trust me, he turned. I mean, as much as he strokes Josh Allen's wiener, he's gonna, when they lose in the playoffs, he's gonna fucking turn on them just like he goes. Well, I shouldn't expect this. He's always turning. Josh Allen is a great quarterback, but he's always choking in the playoffs.
Exactly. He'll turn on them too. It's coming.
I spent a lot of years for my team hoping that they would win, so I could turn on the TV Monday morning, hear all these guys say good things about us or whatever. And I thought that was going to make years I spent doing that. And what I realized over time was it doesn't really matter. None of those guys, like the sun still rises every morning, no matter what they say. We are what we are, or we aren't what we aren't.
Probably you sound low. You sound low, by the way.
And
You heard me? You sound low, color.
I'm sorry. How about now?
Go
Yeah, how
ahead.
about now?
Talk. No, you're still a little low.
Hold on.
Like you
Hold on,
kind of like you're far away.
let me volume up real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me volume up real quick. I'm all over it. All right. Hold on.
The Back It Up sports podcast. Hey, listen, Binge podcast. That's what we're talking about. Why do we care? I mean, it's been on.
How about now?
Yeah, perfect. Real quick before you go ahead.
Okay, so well, yeah.
Well, let me say one thing, and then I'll let you land. Just want to land this real quick by saying, I normally don't bring this up, but goddamn, man, every fucking day I've been seeing this motherfucker on my timeline every fucking day for the last week. I'm like, enough already. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying that, I realized that was the only thing I was even paying for cable anymore for. And it was never going to come. So I was just like, whatever. I canceled my cable service, and I really don't, other than, when I talk about Colin Cowherd, and I had brought up the Detroit Lions myself, because it's not so much that I think that I want anything from Colin Cowherd. I don't need him to say anything about our team. But I will, on that note, if he's going to play the game too, then I'm going to play the game just as fairly, and I'm going to tell my audience and advise my audience of how they can feel about Colin Cowherd's credibility. So in other words, while we're saying we don't need this guy's validation, well, there's a reason for that. For the simple fact that I still am awaiting, Colin. I'm awaiting his take on the Detroit Lions. And I'd just like to know how many accolades he pours on them as opposed to us. Not that I need his accolades or his validation, but just to speak to the man's credibility. So if the longer we go without his take on the Detroit Lions, the more you know that it's his very lack of credibility that should have you turning him off in the first place.
By the way, this is my point exactly. Ignore him. Ratings go down. He gets fired. Exactly. But no.
And bringing up the Detroit Lions is only meant to give you evidence and reasons why you should be turning off this uncredible person.
And one last thing I'm gonna bring about it.
I will, Fred. I'll let you know in a minute.
You know what really chaps my ass? Look, again, I know it's not about Cowherd, the fans getting mad about Cowherd, which it irritates me, but it's not that. People are more outraged about Colin Cowherd's opinion on our Dolphins, which doesn't mean nothing, unless I want to hear that same outrage for Richmond Webb not being in the semifinals.
Right. Well, I'm with you, Shane.
Turn that energy towards Richmond Webb and get him inducted.
Right. The reason I keep trying to bring up his credibility is because I don't understand why Dolphin fans continue to pay this man's salary as if he is credible by clicking on his stuff. He's not credible.
Even if he was credible, what difference does it make? What he thinks.
It doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Because at least then he earns his money. Because at least he earns his money. At least then he earns his money. Until then, the Dolphins are paying this guy to shit on them. That's there's only one word for that, and we all know what it is.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what they, but like I said, man.
I mean, the guy's making money, and he's in an industry where your bottom line should depend on your credibility, and he is not credible. If he's making money giving incredible takes, then it's us fans that are paying him that money by clicking on those uncredible takes.
By the way, Happy New Year's to everybody that's in the chat.
And by the way, speaking of which, tonight
we got 48 hours and this year is over.
Hey, tonight at 3:00 in the morning.
Well, actually,
if you're up,
About
at 3
30
o'clock in
hours.
the morning. It's tomorrow. My bad. It's Saturday night.
Yeah.
Saturday night at tomorrow night at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably be up. If you have insomnia, Saturday night at 3 o'clock in the morning, we're going to be airing the insomnia episode with a special guest Michael K. So just putting that out there.
Yeah, it'll be airing. It won't be live. It'll be just what we.
And it's like Crypto pointed out. If the guy would have been saying right now, "I told you so," that would be different, because then that would mean he's stood on the same take the whole time. But as Crypto pointed out, he was on our bandwagon a few weeks ago. And, and another thing, even if he was like, "I told you so," he should be then following up that with, "And Detroit, you're next."
Well, here's the thing. This is
given that they haven't even won a Super
guess,
Bowl. Well,
if I had to
actually,
stab a guess, this is what I'm thinking. If I had to stab a guess, he's like, when he talks up the Dolphins, he looks at the ratings. Then when he talks shit about the Dolphins, he looks at the ratings. And they're like,
Bingo.
What? Get more ratings.
Incredible.
About them.
That,
yeah.
Again, incredible.
Right. Damn.
You're gonna fish where the fish bite.
That's why it burns me alive when other YouTubers tell other YouTubers that they're doing things for the clicks. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Yet y'all
by
turn on
definition is
Cowherd
designed
every
for
day.
clicks.
You know what I mean? Like, really?
Isn't YouTube by definition a platform designed for clicks? I mean, it's all about, Google ads, ad space. Google is nothing but an advertisement corporation. That's the name of their business model. They built it on ads. That's what all of their revenue come from, ads. That's Google. It's all about clicks.
Did you say?
And it's a vicious cycle for them, because they're doing it because their industry is dying, but they don't realize that their industry is dying for that very reason of their lack of credibility.
Hold on, real quick, Crypto. You say they get money from ass?
No, well, they might do that too on the side.
No, that's OnlyFans. I was gonna say that's OnlyFans that does that.
Ads, advertisement.
What's going on, Lewis?
What up, fellas? What's good?
What's going on, man? What's happening?
Man, I can't wait for next week, my brother.
You and me both. Should be exciting, Sake.
Oh, that's right. Y'all do got tickets to the season finale. Well, y'all got good seats, 50-yard line.
And I'm glad I got them before. I'm glad I bought them pre-hand, because have you seen the ticket prices for Buffalo now?
It's probably about $500-$600 for the 50-yard line.
Bro, it's anywhere in the 300 section. You're looking cheapest ticket for like $350, something like that.
Damn, that's how much I paid for mine. So.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Damn. And that's like in the whole 300 level, or what about the 50-yard line?
But at least I'm getting parking pass.
No,
at least I'm getting a parking pass with mine, though. So
that's good. Yeah, that's good, Shake. Nah, Crypto. I'm talking about. I usually go to that Game Time app to look for the tickets, and I would just looking, doing a little research just to see what the tickets were going for. And yeah, bro, basically anywhere, like, even in the end zones, even in like the end zones of like the 300 section, you're looking at like 345, 340.
Damn.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, good. You had to get them early, like in week 1, or actually in May when they released them, right?
Yeah.
That's probably been the best bet to get them then.
Dude, like
probably on game day, it's probably gonna go up another $200. Probably on game day.
Mark, I can't wait till next week to see you disappear.
Yeah, pretty much, Shake. Yeah, that's a fact. But I don't know if I told you fellas. I said it the other day on Papa Paul's show though. My uncle, and he, anytime I go to the game with him, like on Monday night for the Tennessee game, we just show up at the games. He's a little too old. He don't like the tailgating. He likes to pull up, go into the stadium, get a seat, and usually before the game ends, we're out of there. Like I didn't even finish watching the Tennessee game to watch the collapse. But Bro, do you realize him and my cousin, take a guess on how much they sold their 2 tickets last week for the Dallas Cowboy game?
How much?
Probably like a couple grand.
500?
$1,200 a seat. They made $2,400.
So about it, a couple grand. No. Yeah, I figured it's gonna be over $1,000.
Bro,
Damn.
my uncle told me when I didn't talk to my uncle, I'm lying, but my cousin told me when I talked to him that they sold the 2 tickets $1,200 a piece, bro, to 2 Dallas Cowboy fans.
It was worth every penny.
Guy paid them $1,200 a seat, bro. Oh, absolutely. Listen, I know we give people shit for selling their tickets, and listen, I get it. Don't get me wrong, I get it. But bro, to pass up $2,400, we're not talking about selling a ticket for like you make a couple hundred, bro. You made $2,400. That's basically you're paying for more than half of your season ticket price. You see what I'm saying? Just for one game.
Yeah, you could roll them into next season, and just flip them for next season's tickets,
Oh man! Damn. By the way, Lewis, feel like a long time since I spoke to you on a panel.
It has been a while, Shake. Everything good though? Your Christmas family, everybody good?
Yeah, good.
Can't complain, bro. Can't complain. Everybody good. So
I had so many. I had to do a lot of makeup fucking Christmas parties this week.
That's what I was going to say. How was all those makeup dinners, man?
It was good. I went to a Brazilian steakhouse and freaking next time I gotta remember to bring some Tums because I got some heartburn like a motherfucker.
I
don't regret nothing though. Goddamn, that shit was delicious as fuck. All I ate was steak and rice. That's it. Like
the one we had at the restaurant? That kind we had at that restaurant?
Yeah, just steak and rice. Well, not the steak. The steak was actually premium steak. That's the steak we ate was like cheap shit, but it's still delicious.
Oh, the thin slices.
Yeah, you don't eat the steak we ate at the Cuban restaurant. You don't eat rare. That's like skirt steak. You don't eat skirt steak.
Hell, I don't eat no steak rare. I ain't going down that route.
Oh man, I love me some rare steak. The rarer the better.
Stomach get destroyed.
I can have a little rare, but it has to be cooked too.
Yeah,
I can't go just super rare. I can eat.
I'm too afraid to do it that way, man.
No, it does make the steak taste better though. I'm not gonna lie.
Goddamn scummy. I love you, man. Scummy. Speaking of skirt steak.
Crypto is a Chiefs fan. Oh Lord.
No, I was wrong on that pick, Fred. You rub it in, but guess what? God damn it, I made it up on the Ravens pick when I tried to tell y'all for 5 weeks the 49ers had no shot at beating them. Now, how about that?
Crypto, listen, don't worry about it. The last person that should be telling someone they're wrong is Fred. Fred's been wrong a lot, so
hey, by the way,
don't worry about that.
Hey, Lewis, we had Michael K on as a special guest for Insomnia.
That. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen
that. Yeah. And guess who Crypto picked for the Dolphins game?
This week? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the Ravens.
You have to tune in, Lewis. You have to tune in, Lewis.
Yeah. When crypto picks, hey, listen, when he picks against us, is he's not picking with his feelings. I give him that credit. That's one thing. He's a better man than me because I pick with my feelings. I ain't gonna lie. At least with the Dolphins, I do.
Hey, when crypto picks against us, bet the house that the Dolphins win. That's all I'm gonna say.
In that case, then I need to win some money, there, Lewis. I'm shortchanged. I gotta bet against myself, pick the Dolphins to lose, and then bet for the Dolphins. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. It's a win-win situation.
Hey man, it is the temperature. Well, not so much for crypto, but for color and shake. Is the temperature dropping for you guys? It's a little chilly where I'm at.
I mean,
it's proper winter today. It's usually the day every year where it starts off warmer than it ends is usually like the the actual real first day of winter for us, and it was like that today. It's cold right now. Yeah.
I don't consider it cold until it gets into my age.
Going
range.
down. Damn.
Wait a
minute, you talking about 70 degrees, Cake Money?
40s. I'm talking about 40s.
What's the temperature where you're at right now, Shake?
I want to say like I don't know. It's kind of warm for me. Then again,
Well,
like
it's 62 here, which don't seem cold, but it's kind of windy and it's like the air is wet, so it's kind of bitey. Even though it's 62, it's like dropping pretty quickly.
Yeah, see, it's 56 where I'm at now, but it's the same thing. We've had that like rain off and on pretty much all day, and it's freezing cold rain, and now it's just. I stepped out the house real quick to have a cigarette, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Gotta go layer.
Yeah, like I thought it was a mistake to wear my beanie, bro, a couple hours ago, and then when I actually got out in it, I'm like, "Oh, good thing I did," because it was just the wind is like cool.
Okay, so Joe
it's just gross. It's been overcast all day and just like and dropping temperature all day.
Yeah, so Joe Riz said it's 56 in Bradenton. Yeah,
it's
probably
58. It's 58 where I'm at.
Yeah, see, because I'm probably
that's considered mild.
I'm probably like 30 minutes north of Bradenton. So yeah, we're about the same.
I'm about the same.
Yeah, we're pretty much experiencing a cold front passing through as we all speak right now. Like it's generally coming down. It's going to be as cold here tonight as it is where y'all are at right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's funny though, Lou. I'm the same distance.
Yeah, it's in the upper 40s, low 50s.
South of Bradenton. I'm the same distance. You say like 50 minutes. I'm the same distance south.
Yeah, I'm probably about on a good day with no traffic. I'm probably about 30-35 minutes away from Bradenton, north of Bradenton.
So that's central or northwest Florida.
I want to give a shout out to my best my brother from another mother, man of the hour. Sorry what we did to your Cowboys. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay.
You're not, Then again, you're not sorry what your Seminoles did to my Gators. So whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, Seminoles.
We split. By the way, speaking of which, man, you know what I'm thinking about this bowl game. You know what trips me out? Back in the day, I hate to sound like an old man, but back in the day, man, bowl games used to be, fun activity to watch. But now all these motherfuckers are just sitting out. It's like watching it's not bowl games have turned into a real unless you're in the playoffs. Bowl games have turned into preseason games.
Now, when does the extension of the playoffs start? Next year?
It should be next year. After it's next year, yeah.
It's the 12 teams. Yeah.
So you go to 12 team. I'm so glad when they do that, man, because this 14 thing, man, is a killer, man. Because you never get the right teams playing each other. Be honest. At least who you want to see matched up initially. I want to see an out of conference 13-0 team finally get a shot. You know what I mean? That goes and play that team that's in the Big East or the West, and they finally get a chance to say, "Hey, we might got a shot at beating this other team." You never know till they play the game.
Exactly. We don't play.
Remember Tulane? Remember Tulane a couple of years ago when they was doing good and they had a bunch of good players that got drafted. And then they just never had a shot because it was only like one team championship,
And Tulane never had a shot, Crypto.
They had a shot, Lewis.
they never had a shot.
Listen. They was good back in the day.
back in the day when? when was that?
Listen, this was like them, West Virginia. There was another school that was in there. That was playing pretty good. I remember they had a nice little run.
Okay, man. Hey, listen, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yep. Like what like the saying, Lewis, there's a saying. I could see how good a cow's ribs are by sticking my head up his ass, but I'm gonna take the butcher's word for it.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
How many burgers can you get out of it?
Depends on the butcher, Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll
Oh
take it.
man. But
Oh
no,
shit!
so
Look at
Hey,
J.R. Black with the Tulane and had Sean King. Remember that
Yeah,
name,
that was
Sean
another
King?
one. Yeah,
Mm.
Sean King had it. Yeah, that was one. That was one. J.R. Black, Sean King. So did Dion's kid decide what he was gonna do yet,
who?
or he's staying in school? Dion kid.
He should. He need to stay in
What's his
school
name?
because his draft stock is with all the See, this is one thing I noticed about college now. It's not about. I think recruiting is going to be obsolete. What these colleges are going to do is they're going to let these other colleges recruit these 5 stars, whatever. Let them get some experience, and then get them to transfer to their school. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, as a backdoor way of kind of
Yeah.
recruiting them, but yet using somebody else to do their
Yeah,
work
so
for them.
let's see, because at the end of the day, when you recruit a 5-star, it doesn't matter until he gets onto the college field. You're not gonna know if he's gonna translate. So he'll go to a school that doesn't do so good. Like look at Texas A&M. They got all those 5 stars, all those 4 stars, and fucking shit the bed every year.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, Lewis,
What's
I
happening?
did the oh, nothing. Hey, Lewis, I did the insomnia with Crypto and Shake the other night, and I wanted to talk to you because something was brought up, and I'll leave the decision to you, or I'll honor the bet that me and you have. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Instead of doing a jersey thing that neither of us will get any use of after the photo op, if the Dolphins win the division, I'll buy a Cook and Folk apron. And if the Bills win the division, you buy one and send it to me.
That's a done deal. We can make that happen. Absolutely.
You know, because now it's a win-win. I won't wreck a good shirt. I'll be able to slobber all over the Dolphins stuff when I'm cooking. Either way, but at least it'll get use out of it.
That'll work. We can honor that bet. Now, so if you win though, and let's say I have to buy you the apron, are you still gonna send us a picture of
Yeah,
you wearing the apron?
100%.
All right. That'll work.
100%. It's like wearing a
You and the
trophy,
apron,
buddy.
yep.
I just need
Right. We have that
it
snapshot.
could be it'll be a trophy for you, but I just need that mug shot of you in a Dolphin Cooking Folk apron so I could play. I think that will be my new icon when I show up. Is Michael K in a Cooking Folk apron.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
You get a lot of likes. You'll get a lot of likes if that's the case.
Yeah, so
That's
we
a
could
good
definitely
deal.
make that happen.
Actually.
That's a deal though.
You know, because we were talking about it. I said, you know, that's kind of foolish. I mean, it's not foolish because it's a decent bet, but nobody's going to get any use out of it after the fact. At least TFTG is getting something out of that, and both of us are as well. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, yep. We can lock
I
that
just wanted to cross it up, and we had to do it because I could actually be ordering it at like 4:35 on Sunday.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a perfect segue, Michael K. I absolutely believe you will be ordering that around 4:30 because I got the Patriots pulling off the upset. Again, if the rumors are true, right, of Belichick maybe being out of the division finally, I think Bill Belichick will not leave this division with a division loss. I know they already beat you once. I'm calling for it again. I think no matter what happens with Miami and Baltimore, I think Belichick puts a plan together to kind of slow down Josh Allen. I don't believe in anything else of your team. Right? I think it's Josh Allen or bust, and I think Belichick takes that away. And I got the Patriots this weekend. So,
well, you know
what? Hey, I got a better twist. I got a better plot twist that just popped in my head. You know what that's gonna happen? Belichick is gonna cheat to win the game, admit it. He goes, "Hey man, listen, I cheated to beat Buffalo. Take away our first round draft pick."
There you go, Shane.
That would be
Absolutely.
crazy if he does that and goes in the mid on the camera and say, "I cheated." Damn, just to get that pick. Wow, that would be a big fu to the franchise.
You know, and Lewis, and before you said that, I was kind of thinking the same thing because I was going through my parlay builder and how I do it. And the Patriots, their last 5 games, they've given up 83, 43, 82, 24, and 58 yards rushing. So they don't even have to take Cook out of the game because they already stopped the run. So they're going to take Diggs out of the game again. So they're going to have to leave it up to Davis and Kincaid. And so I don't see this as an easy win. I definitely don't see the Bills covering the minus 12.5 either.
That was the spread?
Yeah, it's minus 12.5 today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you guys are at home.
Yeah, it opened up at 10.5 or 11.5.
What is the weather? What is the prediction for the weather on Sunday? Might pay for that game.
Supposed to be beautiful, 46 degrees, little wind, good football weather.
Little wind. Okay, so yeah, football weather.
Yeah, so no
little
snow,
breeze,
no
little chill.
Well, there's a good chance Buffalo might not get any snow this year at all.
Yeah, we've had a lot of warm fronts lately coming off lakes. Yeah, the Great Lakes. Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it comes, we're going to get it bad because the lake is still like 40-something degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that the lake effects, when it picks all that moisture up, it doesn't hold it very long. It comes right back down again.
Dumps it like 3 feet of snow overnight.
Yeah.
It dumps it real quick.
Yeah, but we keep weekly, we get the update that we don't have to stop parking on the streets because they don't have overnight parking in the winter, so the plows can get down. But every Sunday night they issue this town has lifted the parking ban for another week, and so I don't think we're gonna get snow. It's just been gorgeous. I haven't even pulled up my winter boots yet. I'm still wearing my Hey Dudes and hoodies. So, but yeah, football will be nice. But I'll order if the Dolphins win or the Bills lose on Sunday, I'll order at 4:30. Or I'll Venmo Cap what I can Venmo Cap whatever the cost is, right? And he can just get it mailed to me.
Did you say if the Dolphins win or the Bills lose? That's pretty good. I like both of those scenarios.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, but only one of the two has to happen.
Yeah. So if the Dolphins
only one needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yep.
So, but I'm not saying that this is going to be an easy game for the Bills. I'm just saying they know what's at stake, so they're going to come out playing. And they actually had Von Miller finally after the accusations finally came out and spoke. So they're putting him back.
What's going on with him?
Camera. Well, you know what? He did finally admit that his knee is not where it should be. Instead of saying I'm 100% and giving these casual Bills fans, a reason to bitch about why he's not playing up to Von Miller's standards, which they don't understand. Because Von Miller said, well, his knee's 100, because he said I'm 100% ready to play. They automatically took it as, oh, he's 100%. He's healthy. Well, he finally came out and said he's a little concerned that his knee isn't where he thought it should be by now. So that put a muzzle on some of the idiots talking. Oh, okay. So other than that, so that's our new bet. We got it down. I'll be in a cooking folk apron inside of 2 weeks, boys and girls.
Yeah.
And I absolutely cannot wait for that.
We got 7. We got this week, and then 6 more days if things don't go right. So one way or another, you're gonna be in one, right?
Yeah. Other than my fucking phone keeps going off.
What's going on? I can't pronounce your name.
So, and I also got the early predictions from the McAfee show. McAfee took the Ravens minus 3.5, and AJ Hawk took Miami at plus 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
So they split on that one.
I can't tell you when the last time I watched a McAfee show.
Oh, I always have it on in the background.
I just watch I watch the clips. Pat McAfee. The thing I like about Pat McAfee though is he's very neutral. He doesn't. I don't think he says shit for clicks and for attention.
No, he just happens to get the clicks and attention.
He's playing Switzerland.
Huh?
Is he? He's not like Colin Cowherd.
Yeah.
Shake?
As a matter of fact, he has a diehard Dolphin fan on his staff.
Well, it's Canadian. Yeah, you know, Shaky, you make a point, but the dude's also Canadian.
Hey.
And we know how I feel about Canadians.
They're your best friends?
No.
It's crazy.
I'll tell you what, you come down here or come up here for a weekend, especially when there's good sales at the stores.
Mm-hmm.
You won't like Canadians either, the way they drive.
Oh, trust me, we get I don't know if you heard from October to April, we have them in Florida.
Do they bring their cars down, or do they have cars down there?
I believe they have cars down here already. They have apartments, whatever.
Yeah, I thought most of them flew down. I don't know if they drive their cars once and leave them there. Because the dude I used to work with, he used to go down. He used to leave his car down there and just fly down because it was a lot easier. It was like, $1,800 to have your car shipped if you fly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much they do, because a lot of them have like garages, whatever. They just keep them in the garage, and then pay people to maintain their houses.
You see them ugly white and blue plates from Ontario? I think Montreal. I think Quebec has white and blue as well. It might be white and green. I'm not sure.
So, anybody got stuff to say? Because before I open up the floodgates, because this is an open panel. Lewis, Color, Mike, or Crypto. Anything y'all want to get off your chest before I open it up to the fine folks? By the way, Lewis, did you play Madden?
You good?
Nah, Shake. I didn't play the weekly edition of Madden, so I might be a little off with some of my takes because I didn't play Madden, but I'll try my best, Shake.
Okay.
Right. They have an update package to Madden, so they have the latest schemes and stuff that they've implemented. It's like a kit that you can buy.
Firehouse Blitz. Firehouse
Right.
Blitz.
Right. You have to pay $5.99 for that kit. They're charging you for it just to get the right scheme.
Yeah.
What's going on, Fred?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We already got Michael K up here. And then we get another Bills fan. It's unbelievable.
Hey. Happy holidays to all. And to all a good game. How's everybody though?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Happy holidays, everybody. Crypto, man. Hey, don't be second guessing me, man. But I told you about that Chiefs game, man. Mahomes is not going to be doing the things he did anymore, man.
Stop it. They lost the game in 7 seconds. You act like you did something special.
You are now witnessing the demise.
You acting like
Mahomes, man.
You act like they won the game going away. They lost the game in literally 7 seconds.
I told you,
Fred,
man.
Were you playing Madden that week? Is that what it was? Were you playing Madden that week?
No, I wasn't, Shake, man. Like I said,
probably was playing Madden.
Like I said, Aiden O'Connell had been playing good football, man.
And he didn't do jack shit in the second half.
Oh, man.
Didn't complete not one pass. Matter of fact, they were the first team to win a game by not completing a second half pass.
Whatever, Crypto, whatever, man. Shout out to the running back that they had used. He had a great game, and I told you don't sleep on that game, man. Focus on a whole lot.
Yeah, apparently you slept on the Ravens 49ers game too, because you had the same take, and I've been trying to tell you for weeks.
I knew what the outcome of that was going to be. I knew that was going to be the Ravens take that game, man. Come on, man. Even though you're the powerhouse of the NFC, you're a powerhouse in the NFL for that matter. But it's what it was, man. Going up to Baltimore, man. It's a real tough task, man. For anybody. For anybody.
I don't know, Fred. You were a little queasy. You was like Adam Gase.
Nah, man. No, never queasy. But until we go up there Sunday, all that shit's gonna come to a cease, man. You know what I mean, Crypto?
Yeah, we got to do it. Now it's the week. This is the time to do it.
That's it, bro. Dolphins.
I want to collab with Red, White, and Bills. Let me know if you're available this Wednesday. Red, White, and Bills. Sean, I want to collab again this Wednesday. Let me know.
Red, White, and Bills. It has been a minute since he came by.
I think he said the other day he wasn't going to be available.
Okay.
I think that's what he had said the other day.
Oh, okay. It's been a minute since he's been on.
We could do another show. It don't matter. Hey, by the way, Lewis, I'm trying to book your boy CBA3 to do the last insomnia of week 18.
Who?
He's CBA3.
Oh my.
Who?
Wow, we definitely get some extra film study in that week.
Again, listen.
Man.
Shake, I tell you all the time, Shake, stop talking to me about people I had no idea who they are. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
So, listen, he sounds
I heard
like
he was a film guy.
Yeah, well, again, I just don't know who that is, but he sounds like he might be all right, but I don't know.
So Wednesday he's available then. All right, that's what's up. Wednesday we'll talk Tuesday.
Well, Shake, if it's the guy I think I might know him. Trust me, he's available. No one wants to work with that guy. So yeah, he's definitely available.
He's the best film breakdown in the business.
Hey, Shake.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Shake, Crypto Lou. Who do you guys think they use in place of Waddle, man? Claypool, man, or Craycraft, man?
Might have to be Craycraft or Wilson.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be Claypool. I think Claypool might get some opportunities, but again, it's gonna be Braxton Berrios. It's gonna be Cedric Wilson.
Yeah, that combination there. Yeah, Berrios, Wilson.
I think it's gonna be. Listen, at the end of the day, I think this is gonna be a defensive battle. This coming up, I think it's gonna be low scoring. I think it's gonna be a battle of which defense slips up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I went through
it can go in that way, similar to the Cowboys game. Defense make a play.
I said I was going through a bad area, Shake. I don't know if Fred heard me. I don't think it's gonna. I think Claypool might get some opportunities, but it's gonna be Cedric Wilson and Braxton Berrios, right? Like those are the guys that are first up in line. It's gonna be those guys.
I think that's all who we got left for the most part. And what's his name got a concussion? Robbie got a concussion, so he's out. Yeah,
they say he should be there. They say he was getting out of the final steps of getting out of protocol. I think Robbie has a chance to play this Sunday.
So Mark, why don't you start getting your own channel and start talking about the Bills over there?
Look at Mark, man.
No, he's got to compete with the legend Dan Mitchell. They call him the legend in those spaces.
Oh, shit.
Dan Mitchell.
Dan Mitchell. They say he's a legend.
Another guy, I have no idea who that is. That's a nobody.
Exactly.
Dan Mitchell is Lewis. He's taking notes. He's taking names.
Man, he take whatever he wants, man. Still don't know who he is.
Fred, you should know who all your fellow fans are, man.
Oh, there you go, Crypto. Here we go, man.
So what's up, hey Sharif? What's going on, man?
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Good. How about yourself?
I was
Oh
laughing
damn,
my
that's
ass
Sharif.
off.
Whoa. Oh
I was
shit.
laughing my ass off because I was saying when you were asking if Lewis was good with any topic before you open up the floodgates, I was sitting there saying to myself, the casual fan of the year doesn't need nothing. He's straight.
Damn.
All right, Lewis. I'm playing Madden. I'm playing. You got me. You got me.
Hey, don't make this awkward again, bro. Come on. I got a $200 parlay going on right now.
Hey, cap for life. Is your cap on?
Oh, God, bro. Hey, the Hard Rock. Hey, you see that logo underneath me, bro? It's all about the Hard Rock, bro.
Yeah, man. My thoughts on the game though is it's the same. I think I'm satisfied with what Fangio said in his press conference. It wasn't completely what I wanted, but he said he was gonna change it up, and he said he's gonna change it up, and I like that. I like that surprise shit that Lamar's about to see.
I like now that, halfway through the season, we're almost at the end of the season. The cockiness is justified. Like, the guy is outplaying people left and right. He always has a pen in his hand, so he's always making up plays. So I think he's willing to compromise on his scheme to the point of, man, maybe we're better doing such and such. And that compromise is paying off. You can see it, bro. Like, the coaching, the growth in the coaching is right there. Everything that we're seeing right now. What was that? Show it again. Let me see.
My fault, Cap. My fault.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Cap. My fault.
Hey, hold on. We got a legend in the building, baby. A legend.
Oh shit!
What was that?
Oh,
Legend. EM Dolphin fan.
EM,
I don't know who that is.
get your backside up here, yeah.
Shake,
We
this
need
is
to
the
break
problem,
down this
Shake.
game.
Who's that?
Shake Money. I just told you 3 minutes ago. Stop talking about people I have no idea who they are, and now you bring up something.
That's a legend right there. What are you talking about?
That's a good one.
That's a Texas tornado.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure who that is. Wait a minute.
That's a Texas tornado right there, man.
Hang on, Shake. I got to get my number 2 pencil out. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Don't nobody
I need to
know
write
who that
this
is.
down.
I have no idea. Listen, first of all, it just sounds terrible, right? EM Dolphin fan, it just sounds terrible. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is.
Hey, Crypto. You better get one of them. You better get you one of them. You remember them real big pencils, man? Get one of them, bro.
Yeah, I might have to put the number 2 down this time. EM
Yeah,
Dolphins
man.
fan. I need another writing utensil for this one.
Yeah, man. That big
This
ass
one might
1
be.
foot pencil.
It's huge.
That's
Damn.
about a half inch wide.
Yeah.
Hey, but with Fangio saying he's going to change some things up. I mean, that's not a surprise to me. I mean, he's going to be dealing with a whole different caliber of quarterback. Of course, you change things up, man.
Thanks
Of course you do.
Guess what, guys? I'm sure EM is gonna come up and say this too and back me up. But in the last 2 weeks, he's sent 7 4 times. He sent 7 4 times at Dak, and he sent 7 at Zach. And I think he's liking it because I think what he's saying is, damn, Patrick Graham and Flores, they was doing something good, but I guess they stopped it because the cornerbacks were poor. And so he's already sending 7. He's already crowding the line of scrimmage. He did it 4 times against the Jets, and he did it. I think he needed to do it to Dak, in fact, and he did it. And I'm glad.
And you know what's funny is, look, at the end of the day, I think my man, who's that? Damn, I can't think of his name right now. Number 15, Jalen Phillips is a star in the making. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a star in the making. But at the end of the day, I think as good as a pass rusher is, I think Van Ginkel is I would say, as far as when it comes to pass rush, I think Jalen Phillips edges him out, but not by that much. But when it comes to pass coverage, Van Ginkel is a lot better than what Phillips is at this moment.
Hey, Shake, you know what? I think Van Ginkel is just about even with Jalen Phillips, man. What I see from Van Ginkel are some awesome spin moves.
He's talking about in coverage, Fred.
Pass rush, man.
In coverage, Van Ginkel is better, but no, a pass rush. Look, at the end of the day, Jalen Phillips is a pure physical monster. You can't. I think there's some players that could kind of out physical Van Ginkel, but there's very few players that can out physical Phillips.
Okay, Shake. I understand where you're coming from. You know, Jalen Phillips is a big power dude. You know what I mean? But with pass rush too, like I said, man, I've seen some great spin moves out of Van Ginkel. I've seen him dip his shoulder and get around tackles.
Yeah,
man,
that's what I'm saying. I take, as I said, Phillips has a slight edge, but when it comes to pass coverage, Van Ginkel is a lot better in pass coverage at this current moment.
That's what I was saying. Like Shake, I was saying that like 2 months ago. I was learning this defense, and believe it or not, anytime a tight end comes on the strong side and Jalen Phillips is there, and then the running back is also on the strong side, and then there's a wide receiver in the slot, Jalen Phillips' responsibility is not a defensive end anymore. He has to drop that's his responsibility to drop with that tight end. He just doesn't do it as good as Van Ginkel, but he can do it. He is fast. He is a horse, even standing up and running with guys.
Yeah. Hey, Lewis, I got a question. Hey, Lewis, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, Crypto.
Hey, remember that guy you were saying you wanted in the offseason from Minnesota? Is that the Denelli guy? Is that what the guy you was talking about?
Who?
Remember you was mentioning like a Minnesota linebacker in the offseason. You was like, he'll be a good pickup for us. You were saying something about a linebacker that they had. I was trying to wonder, was that the Denelli?
No, I was talking about Eric Kendricks.
Oh, I thought it was Denelli. I was going to say, because he's doing pretty good. He's got like 15 sacks or 15 and a half sacks. They wanted the linebacker for them. I thought that was the kid you was talking about.
No.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if that was him. I was like, well, damn, if we did have him at linebacker, he'd be balling out. Because he's balling out right now on the Flores. Okay, I thought that was him. I thought he was the guy.
What's going on, Big Nick?
Yeah, they got a kid that's balling out with them at 15 sacks.
What's going on? I just wanted to come on real quick with the Andrew Van Ginkel and the Phillips thing. You guys do know you're talking about a guy that's 6'6", 270 versus a guy that's 6'3", 240, right?
Yeah, we know.
So the pass coverage is gonna be a little different. But before Jalen Phillips got hurt, he was like the number 2 rated pass rusher in the NFL. He had 8.5 sacks in like 5.5 weeks.
That is correct.
He was on his groove. You know what I mean? Like,
that is correct.
I like Gink, but there's no comparison when it comes to pass rush and the edge setting and all that. There's no comparison.
I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about that, dog. Hold on now. Van Ginkel gets picked 6
Hold
on,
on,
Van Ginkel, he a brute, dog. He going after that ball, bro.
That's true, but Van Ginkel ain't the number 2 pass rusher in the
NFL.
NFL.
Van Ginkel got most sacks than half them boys on the line damn near, dog. Hold on. That man, only thing Van Ginkel does wrong, he gets over pursues. If he quit doing that, dude gonna go out. He gonna get Lamar. He gonna get him. I'm just saying, bro. And he's underpaid.
That spin move in Washington, bro, was beautiful.
Say real quick.
I'm just saying, now.
Hey, ain't nobody dissing Van Ginkel, dog. Ain't nobody dissing Van Ginkel.
No. I'm not saying you dissing him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
pass rush.
We can't count him out. Yeah, I'm not dissing. I'm not saying like.
Hold on, real quick, though, because I respectfully, I think I'm gonna disagree. Listen, I love Jalen Phillips, and I'm with Lil Nick. Or Nick, right? I'm not gonna say big or little. I'm just gonna say Nick. My fault. I take that back. But I respectfully disagree. I think if we're gonna be honest, and maybe it's just because of his age and he might be more developed. I think AVG from a pass rushing ability, right? I think he's the best pass rusher, natural pass rusher we got coming off the edge.
Thank you.
Really
Thank
do.
you.
Good
call. Thank you.
And to your point,
Hold
and
on,
guess what?
hold on.
Facts.
You don't think it's Chubb now?
Real quick,
listen,
one thing I want to
Chubb is balling.
You bring up
Chubb is balling.
You can have your
yeah,
opinion.
you said that whatchamacallit had 6.5 sacks, right? With the few games that Van Ginkel has been played, he's at 6 sacks right now.
Come on, man.
Hold on, though, Shake Money.
Yeah. Well,
It's
got a lot less time.
Wait.
Good point, Shake.
That is so unfair and misleading because Jalen Phillips in the beginning of the season originally missed like 3 games in the beginning of the season, and he's missed the last 3 games. So he's literally missed like 6 games.
I mean, how many snaps do you think Van Ginkel got in the whole season?
Exactly. Can I say something?
He's only gotten a handful of plays. He's
exactly. But
when Van Ginkel, when Phillips was healthy, Van Ginkel got nowhere near the snaps that Phillips got.
Van Ginkel has started probably all but 5 games this year.
But you got to think about it though. Van Ginkel, he really set the bar.
In that game,
he set the bar for half them though.
Let me
like,
tell you,
nobody making no noise on the line at the beginning of the season.
You know who's playing real good? I think the best player.
We can just agree to disagree. But
I think the best player on our line, guys, is
front 7 guy we got on this team. Jalen Phillips is the best front 7 guy we got on this team.
Right now, Silent.
Potential.
Hey, listen,
maybe his potential is the best. But playing-wise, he hasn't played that capability.
I said Phillips edges Van Ginkel out. I just said that.
Right, you did say that.
I think Shake Money. I think the best find Greer. I think the best find Greer made was Siler, man.
But I don't. The only disagreement I have, and I would agree with you in the past coverage, but the only disagreement I would have in that statement is edges him out. That's the only difference. That's the only thing I disagree.
It's not. You think but the thing about it is you can't. Van Ginkel is a great pass rusher. He's
I'm not.
But at the size of Van Ginkel, though, Van Ginkel like.
I'm not taking anything away from Gink. I'm not taking anything away from Gink.
I'm not gonna say
he's leaps all of the measures. If you look at all of the measures that make a dynamic pass rush in the NFL over the last 3 years, up to the point he got hurt, Jalen Phillips was in the top 3.
Absolutely. Right.
JP,
I agree.
And that's what I was saying.
I'm talking about across the NFL, Lewis. I'm talking about across the NFL.
Wait a minute.
I agree with you. And I agree with you, Nick. I think from an ability standpoint and from the size, the speed, the athleticism, I'm right there with you. I think Jalen Phillips is a really, really good player now, and I think he's only ascending, right? I'm just coming from as of today, like where they are currently. I'm not saying that Andrew Van Ginkel is a better player than Jalen Phillips. I would just say from a pass rushing standpoint, I think Van Ginkel is all around in just that aspect of his game right now where he is.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Hey, Lewis.
I gotta ask.
Hey, who got drafted first, Van Ginkel or
Van Ginkel did?
I think he has more moves. I think he's just more developed in a pass rushing standpoint as of right now than anybody in.
I think he's more violent than Jalen Phillips.
Hold on, guys. I want to follow up with Lewis on that. Lewis, would you say, and believe it or not, I do respect your opinions. Would you say that at the level where Chubb is right now,
is beautiful, bro.
At the level where Chubb is right now, Phillips was already there this year.
See, this is where I disagree, bro. I'm sorry, but there's some hovering going on this panel.
I think Nick, you talking about potential and not actuality.
No, I'm not talking about potential. I'm talking about the level. I'm talking about once Phillips was completely healthy this year for those 4 or 5 games he was healthy. He was at this level where Chubb is right now.
Hold on. I want to follow up Big Nick real quick. Please let me just say this because I'm going to end him right now. Listen, if you're going to say that, then you have to say that Van Ginkel is at the same level as Chubb, and I'll tell you why. Go look at the stats, bro. Go look at the amount of games played and the production. The production is almost exactly the same that Jalen Phillips. So if you're going to say that Jalen Phillips is good as Chubb, then you have to say Van Ginkel is good as Chubb because they have the same, almost same output.
No, I think you heard me wrong.
Van Ginkel hair is flying on my fantasy
Big
team.
facts, dog.
First of all,
That's big
I love
facts.
Gink. My last avatar was a picture of Gink. I love Gink. I do love Gink. I'm not doubting you that he's on Chubb's level right now. And I didn't say that Jalen Phillips was as good as Chubb. I say Jalen Phillips was already on that level before Chubb got to
See,
where
this
he
is
is.
where I disagree with you
So
because
should we call
every
them?
time
Should we call them all Jalen?
Let me
hold on. This
ask
is
a
where I
question.
disagree. Listen. Nobody loves Jalen Phillips as much as I do here. Well, next to color, because I know this is color's favorite player.
You're wrong
But
about that. I think he had 25 sacks since
let me
the
just
beginning
drop
of the
this
season.
fact for you real quick. Let me just drop this fact. It's a fact, and you can go back and watch the games. It took a good 3 or 4 games for Jalen Phillips to break out of his shell, right? This season,
Yeah,
right?
it did, though. It did.
But
That's what I was
every
saying.
time,
Van Ginkel right out the gate.
hold on. But every time Van Ginkel got the opportunity on that edge rush from
He
day
makes
one,
sandwich.
he went straight to work, bro.
Yeah.
There was no, let me break out of rest or break out of my shell. It was day one, and let's go.
No lies, Ali. No lies
That is a
told.
misleading
Just call them all Jalen Van
statement
Chunkel.
because if you're not going to acknowledge the fact that the first 3 weeks of the season, Jalen Phillips was hurt. He even missed the game. If you're not going to acknowledge his slow start was due to the oblique and the pain and his back injury, then that's an unfair statement.
Okay, that may be so.
Chubb had a slow start too.
He can
Chubb had a
rest
slow
now.
start.
That may be so, but even then,
Chubb had a slow start, but Van Ginkel right out the gate though.
Chubb had a slow start because Jalen Phillips had a slow start. That's why
Dude, but Van Ginkel come back and just he can get out of the field and just come out of nowhere.
That's going on.
Come
So
on,
wait a minute.
man.
No, there's no homering going on here. If you don't think Adewale Agunleye got all those sacks because Jason Taylor was on the other side, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Okay, so let's just say that Jalen Phillips he's ready to start for Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. And we got Van Ginkel. Who you putting out there right now?
We don't need to fight over our 2 great players. We don't need to fight over that. You got your favorite. I got.
No, for real. No. Jalen Phillips is back healthy.
I'll answer that question.
Who you starting that Sunday? Who you starting Sunday?
It's the Ravens. You're starting both of them in different capacities.
Well, they're healthy. Yeah. I'm starting Jalen Phillips and Chubb. Is they're healthy?
Okay. Hey, some people might agree with that.
And you got Van Gink, and you got Van Gink, relegated to back to middle linebacker to fulfill his role.
You're right.
But Big Nick,
right. I forgot.
To fulfill his role in shutting down the RPO.
Facts. I forgot. My bad, dog. I totally forgot. I'm so used to him playing with that hand down now. He going after now. So I mean, I forgot about him playing middle.
I'll give Big Nick this, and Big Nick, I do respect your opinion, just like you said that to Lewis. I do respect your opinion.
I'm not hating
I understand. I get it. But here's my one argument, and it's not really an argument. It's just Van Ginkel and Phillips are 2 different styles of edge rushers, right? And I think, in my opinion, Van Ginkel is more of a violent, physical edge rusher on the edge that's going to go after the quarterback. He's
a little more violent right now.
If you go watch the tape, because I've been watching tape for the last 2 days, he's already in the backfield before the quarterback can even look up. He's already there. Whereas
Jalen still has some baby milk.
He doesn't have all of that like physicality. He has to use some moves to get there, but he does. I'll give him that. I'm not taking anything away from Phillips because I honestly thought last season he would have a double-digit sack season. Personally, that's what I thought he could definitely do. But it is what it is. But I still think, in my opinion, if Phillips could have come back from an injury and played in this game, I'm going to go with Van Ginkel first because he's the hot hand right now. That's just my opinion.
If it's baby milk, hold on, Big Nick. If it's baby milk that got Jalen Phillips to get 8 sacks his rookie year, then keep the baby milk flowing, bro.
This isn't his rookie year, Carlos. I don't think so.
If you guys want to talk about scheming for this particular game against this particular quarterback, there's one particular person who's not playing in this particular game for 2 years in a row has ran his ass down to the sidelines for sacks. I want to ask.
I want to ask the panel a question, like,
I want to know
because
who that player is.
we generated like less than 43 sacks, I think, with Flores by sending 0 blitzes all week long, all month, and all year long. We generated 52 sacks, and we send 4 77% of the time. How do you guys feel about that?
We're
We
the
send
number
4
4 defense in the NFL. That's
and
how
we
we feel
broken
about it.
records,
We was
dude.
never that with Flores. We was never that with Flores. We're the number 4 defense in the NFL. That's how we feel about that.
No,
we were top defense going into the Buffalo game. That last game when they put up 56, that's what dropped us to 6.
But that was not.
We
that
were
was not my
top 5
question.
defense with them.
My question was, if we're generating with 4, we're rushing 4 77% of the time this season.
Why bring up Flores, man? We 11-4.
Yeah, like it's like
when we were trying to. The thing is, what gets
no,
me,
but that
right?
was whoever said that
right?
you said that we were never top 5. We were until that very last game of the season.
I didn't say we was top 5. I said we're number 4. Flores was never that.
Hey, but what gets me, right,
we were.
guys?
We went from 2 to 6 in one game because we gave up 56 points.
I don't know about that.
Now it's going to be a Flores.
Yeah, we were.
And it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be a Vic Fangio was that dude, and everyone called for his head week 3, and everyone was like, bro, calm that the fuck down.
I wasn't one of those dudes. I was just learning his defense. But I'm going to say this. Us trying to reach, hold up, guys. Us trying to reach the quarterback with Flores.
The first thing you did when you came on the counter is brought up Flores. You obsessed with Flores, man. That's the first thing you did when you came on the counter.
But bro, I can't even get my stuff off. Anyway, like I said, I'm proud of this team because I watched Flores do everything in his wheelhouse to try to get pressure to the quarterback.
Let Sharif cook.
Boy, what respect we are having tonight. Hey, wow.
You don't have to like what Sharif says, but let him finish his statement. Go ahead, Sharif.
Wow, man. Anyways, like I said, I'm proud of this team because Flores threw the kitchen sink to try to get to the quarterback. And to me, if we can just get there with 4, rushing 4 77% of the time, to me, that is like think of it. Like Flores was pulling out his hair trying to get to the quarterback, and we're getting there with 4, and we're breaking records. That's a contrast.
Yeah, great.
So I do have a question though, since you said that. So with Baltimore coming up, what are we gonna run? What type of defense are we gonna run? I know we're going to change our defense because I know we're going to put a spy. Either we're gonna send a safety to spy on Lamar,
or we're gonna do exactly what the Rams did, except we got their key piece, Jalen Ramsey.
Exactly.
And not only that.
I don't think doing what the Rams did will work.
I watched the Rams game today, Color. I watched the whole game with the Rams versus Baltimore.
Because they ain't got Jalen Ramsey anymore.
No, but hey, question about that because
it would be more like do what Pittsburgh did or Indy did. That's what worked because they actually beat them.
No, I talked to a guy from Pittsburgh or from the Ravens today. He said Pittsburgh did just that. They didn't rush. They only rushed 4. They kept everybody back in the secondary and made Lamar beat him with his arm. And he also said their receivers were dropping balls all over the place too. Like Bateman dropped a couple touchdowns.
Do you know how many 1,000-yard receivers Baltimore has this year?
I don't think they can do that.
To get back to the Jalen Ramsey, he showed up on the injury report.
You know how many 1,000-yard rushes Baltimore have this year? And you're talking about going up against beating people. You're talking about
is it 3?
You're gonna have to do more than run up and down that field, Lamar. I'm sorry.
Is it 3 guys?
And we're 3-1. We're 3-1 the last 4 against Baltimore. They are little brothers.
That's the confidence I like.
Look. When I offer my point, this is my point on how we defend Lamar. Running Lamar, don't worry about so much as sacking him, man. Make him beat us with his arm, because
he could do it though.
You're going to either overrun Lamar, he's going to step right up You make Lamar drop our guys, make Lamar beat us with his arm, man. Beat us with his arm. Rush the 3 guys. Don't necessarily worry about trying to kill him for the sack, but make him beat us with his arm. Simple as that.
And our four losses was the one thing we have in
You
common.
can hope that worked, but Lamar has beaten teams with his arm at the end of the game.
We know this, bro.
Thank you.
We know this. They're 12-3 for a reason.
Of course he's beating.
But your only hope is to make him beat you with his arm and hope he makes mistakes. That's all you can do.
That's all.
That doesn't mean it's gonna work. He's still good for a reason.
He's still good, man. But
he's the MVP
just go by the best
leader.
option and go from there. Yeah. You use the best option approach.
But letting him run for 80 yards a pop on you is definitely not the way to beat him. That's for sure.
No.
Yeah, but he ain't,
That's
he
true.
ain't hitting 80 on
You're gonna
us.
get
He ain't hitting 80. We got too much speed on defense for him to hit 80 on us consistently.
Listen, man.
He just took one for 79 on us, Big Nick.
Hey, that was last year. That wasn't this team.
on Xavier Howard, yeah.
I kind of feel the Ravens use their run to set up the pass. Personally, I would sit there, stop their run continuously, let them throw, kind of like what you're saying. But I don't know. It's going to be very tough, to be honest.
You can't blitz him. You cannot blitz him unless you're talking about such a perfectly timed blitz. You cannot blitz him. That's just the key. You got your secondary has to hold in the comeback drills. They just have to. They cannot let the receivers get separation when they're coming back to Lamar when he's scrambling around.
How many third downs do you think that the Baltimore Ravens would have this game?
Drill?
Hold on, Crypto. How many third downs? How many third downs do you think Baltimore Ravens has? If the Baltimore Ravens have 9 third downs, I would like to see Fangio send 7, at least 4 of them. At least.
Third and what? 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 12? There's a difference.
You're right. You're right, Crypto. 3rd and 9s and more. I would like to see Fangio at least send 7 3 times, 4 times.
You can't say
Don't do that. Don't do that prevent shit. Don't do that. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Last year we came out and we said, okay, we got his ass. We're gonna zero blitz his ass. He ate his ass up in that zero blitz.
Because we had Keon Cross and Tankersley.
Man, he ate our ass. No, last year he ate our ass up with that.
I'm talking about the corners we had healthy that game.
For the most part.
That was the corners we had healthy. Remember, X had 2 groins.
It was pretty much invented for him. He done figured it out. You can't zero blitz Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he was dedicated to beat that year last year. Yeah. That's how he got the 80-yard touchdown.
Fangio gonna give him something to think about, man. Fangio gonna dial it up. I'm telling you, Fangio gonna dial it up. All right.
Oh man.
Fangio's not doing a zero blitz.
Listen, Lewis.
Fangio's ideology.
Let's make a friendly. Let's make a friendly offer right now.
I make a bet with you. I can tell you the game plan right now. I make a bet, which is Zay Flowers is not 100%. Zay Flowers is not 100%. The Rams are probably going to follow him this game. He's not 100%.
But hey, we got to talk about Ramsey though, because he's on the injury report. He's
you did say that. Let the kid talk.
Injury report. Everybody's on the injury report.
No, but let him finish.
He showed up randomly on Friday. He didn't have an injury designation. Which
I don't believe in that injury report half the time, to be honest. They use it to fuck with the other team all the time, bro. The injury report was on the entire injury report the entire season last season.
That's
Ali, you got a point. It's
Ali, I
don't believe any of that crap. Listen, I don't want to hear Zay Flowers. I don't want to hear Zay Flowers being on the injury report. I don't really care who's on their injury report, right? All I care is that my team coming in prepared, focused. That's all that matters, to be honest.
Hey, by the way, we got so much to be proud of. Like, we can be proud of
Jason Sanders might be on the injury report.
There's a difference between being hurt and injured. You know that, right? Hurt and injured are 2 different things. So,
but by the way, guys, we got like 10 things where we can be proud of. Like,
real quick, hey Sharif.
Sure.
Real quick, I just want to mention the new name that's on the injury list right now. It's fuck you, Bones, and Merry Christmas.
Fuck Bills.
Flores.
Bones.
Big Nick.
Cesar Ruiz is on the injury report as well.
But guys, we got like 10 things we could be proud of, man. This offensive line is an MVP.
Christian Wirfs is on the injury report.
The running game, like we got so much to be proud of, man. We got a lot to be proud of, man. I've never imagined this on offense. Fuck, number freaking 1. Like the only reason we dropped in rushing because Dallas kind of shut us down. We dropped the 5th. We were first. We dropped the 5th, bro.
Is because, I mean, the rushing right now, we're going to be fair Dolphin fans. We're struggling a little bit with the rush, but we just played 4 backup offensive linemen last week. And
exactly. Before that,
we haven't had a healthy offensive line in a while. So
we dropped to 5th. It's like we own that shit. We own the running game.
The entire offense has been struggling a little bit, if you really want to be honest.
It's just a lot to be proud of, man.
They're going inside the 20s and not pushing it past the 20s as much.
Who's number 1 in red zone? Dolphins. We got so much to be proud of, man.
Yeah, but
when we get in there, we score, man.
Yeah, but the last 2 weeks we've been struggling inside the red zone. It don't matter.
No, we moved to number 1 because of how potent we are. That's what ended up happening.
Last week we were bad in the red zone. Last week we were definitely bad.
I think we were bad.
Well, why you think Jason Sanders ended up with 50-yard field goals 3 times?
That's a successful red zone. Exactly.
No,
that's not. No, dude.
That's unsuccessful red zone because he got to kick the field goal.
You want to score 7.
We were bad.
Don't they give you 1 for 1 if you kick a field goal in the red zone?
3 of them were over 50 yards, so 3 of them weren't even in the red zone.
That is correct, Color.
Yeah, but
right.
Okay, well, so we
just
kicked,
2 of the 5 was inside.
The red zone. We kicked 2 in the red zone, and we missed a touchdown in the red zone on the 4th and 5 play. So we were, we made 3 trips. In the red
that's right.
zone.
We did. Yeah, exactly. 3 trips, right?
But we're successful.
When
we go down there.
We scored every time. That was our bread and butter.
Successful. I don't want to go down with 11 plays and score 3 points. I want to score 7. That's how you
understood
win games. You know what I'm saying? Especially against the
11
Ravens.
play drives are killers when you
against
don't get
the Ravens. You got to be scoring 7.
Yeah,
and I'm not trying to stab at the Dallas.
Well, Bryson, I mean, I think Micah Parsons' suggestion box is taking entries, bro. I mean, I don't know what to tell you there, buddy.
Haven't you seen?
No. And like I said, I'm not trying to stab at the Dallas performance because we won the game. They did enough to win. I'm not upset. I'm just saying.
No, I mean, what you're saying is true, but 11-play drive is still an 11-play drive when you're talking about a team that has the ability to stop people in the red zone.
Yeah, I mean, the reality.
You've seen your team win this way a couple of times this year already.
Listen, I know people. Were not.
Got to be better. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you, Bryson, and I understand. It wasn't the most stellar red zone performance, but reality comes to it is that regardless of what it may look like for the season, we are still one of the better teams in the red zone. We are the most scoring offense. We're number 1 scoring offense in this league,
in the red zone,
right?
In the red zone included. So it's
more likely, right? So it's more likely we're going to get back on track. All it takes for the
second, third, and fourth teams to have the same success, not have the same success, and you can still be number 1.
Back to that.
Right. All we're acknowledging is that we're
struggling right now.
We are the number 1 red zone team. We are the number 1 red zone team, and it must have been by a lot. But the last couple of weeks,
we're struggling.
Yeah, it had to be.
Exactly.
It's been by a lot.
It's called regression to the mean.
And the other teams behind us was also suffering and not do enough to catch us. That also plays into it too.
And
so if you have 2, 3rd, and 4th teams performing bad and doing the same time you performing bad, you maintain that lead. That's just the way it happens.
I have a hot take.
It's correlated to the offensive line and injuries. I mean,
but not only. So let's get you to defense. On defense, we're number 1 in hits. We're number 1 in pressure, hitting the quarterback down to the floor. Number 1.
Number 2 in sacks. We're number 2 in sacks.
Listen, man, so much to be proud of, man.
But we're not physical enough, they said, Sharif. What are we supposed to do? We're not physical enough, they said.
I don't watch that shit. I don't watch that shit.
I know. I'm still shitting on the mainstream media, man. That's all
I look at the mainstream media as Lewis. They're casual fans of the year.
Yeah.
I wish I could be like Fake Money, right?
Why'd you gotta do Lewis like that, though?
That's how I look at Lewis. Lewis is the media.
The Power Rangers do not affect Shake Money at all.
Lewis is my damn boy, man, from the Bahamas.
Listen, Shake Money don't care about the Power Rangers at all. I wish I could be like that, right? But I love Rich Eisen, and he's going to continue to put us like number 5 in the power ranking when we're 1 game away from being the number 1 seed in the best conference in football. Then it just pisses me off, man.
But
You know,
they got Buffalo ahead of us.
but Rich Eisen, I don't have a problem with Rich Eisen. You know what I mean?
Rich
He's
Eisen's
at least
actually a
doesn't
Jet
tell
fan.
lies.
I thought you didn't
after
like
he
the
says
Jets,
it.
Nick.
Buffalo. No, I like Rich Eisen. Buffalo
Yeah.
is
But he's a Jet
us.
fan.
Yeah, but he's a Tua fan. He's a really big Tua and McDaniel fan.
He's a Jet fan, but he's an unbiased NFL fan. He called
That's
it like
true. That's true. That's true. I like him. I'd rather hear it from him than hearing it from Colin Cowturd. That guy lies through his teeth left and right, dude. It's not even funny.
Greeny can't find a friendly bone to say about the Dolphins. Period. He's down.
Him and Mike Tannenbaum, both of them.
Totally in the tank. Well,
he's
what you
and
call.
you know what? I try to be like that. I
He's
try to
basically
be
like what's his
unbiased.
name?
I try to be
I don't
unbiased
listen
as
to
I can.
Tannenbaum. I
except
turn
for
it off.
Fuck Buffalo. There's always gonna be fuck Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's the only
Tannenbaum
team
is
I
the
can't
worst
be
GM in
unbiased
history
about.
of
I'm sorry.
sports.
Sorry,
Hey.
Michael K.
Hey, check this out. This how
Not just the
Tannenbaum has made
NFL,
me feel about
history
him.
of sports.
This how
Sorry,
Tannenbaum has made me feel this about him, that he's bitter that the black man took his job. I'm sorry, that's how he made me feel. Because how you hate the Dolphins, man? Like Tannenbaum, what's up with that?
Fuck Tannenbaum. He ain't got shit to
He
do with
didn't
the
like
team.
how Greer.
Because
He
his
didn't like
team
how
was an
Greer,
epic
Allen,
failure.
and McKenzie took
So
his
he wants
job.
everybody to fail like him. That's why.
Listen,
His
when-
team was an
when
epic
Allen-
failure. That's why.
When Allen and McKenzie came in, guess who was the first guy to say, "Hey, why don't you be a consultant? We're not going to fire you, but you're not going to be here as a GM anymore." And McKenzie and Allen came right in, and they moved Tannenbaum. So he's hating on McKenzie and Allen, which is a black guy.
I want to hear why we struggling in the red
Look,
zone.
Tannenbaum wasn't. See, that's where we get it wrong. Tannenbaum wasn't even a general manager, man. Tannenbaum was the vice president of player personnel. That's the big dog. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
and his ass got pushed
whatever
to the
he
side.
touched would turn to turd. That's what happened.
Turn to shit.
Fuck
I mean, the
Tannenbaum.
one good thing he did was got us Byron Jones. No, he didn't do that. Greer did that. My bad.
I thought that was Spielman.
I think he got tonsil. That was the only thing he did.
No, he didn't.
He got tonsil.
Only thing Tannenbaum did was spend money. Only thing he did was
No,
spend
boy,
money.
man, tonsil is still paying us off. He at least he got tonsil, man. You gotta give him that.
He didn't get tonsil. That wasn't him.
Sharif, listen. According to Omar Kelly, and this came from Chris Greer himself. Chris Greer told Omar Kelly himself, in 2016, I was in charge of the drafts. Mike Tannenbaum was in charge of the free agents
contracts.
Okay, well, go then. Okay, Greer. Okay, Greer, go for yourself, Greer. All right.
That's what Tannenbaum was in charge of at the Jets. That's all he's ever been in charge of. He's supposed to be a salary cap guru and don't know shit about it.
Donna Ponte did that for us when he was here.
Yeah, remember he was the guy that gave Dominic Sue what 119 million or something.
We still got a second round pick from Tunsil next year.
He got rid of Donna. That's the reason Donna left, because of Mike Tannenbaum. He wanted all the power.
Damn.
We still have a second round pick from Tunsil. Like, we're still living off of this dude.
That guy was terrible.
Nah, that's over. That's over.
Hey, Big Nick. Hey, Big Nick.
Yeah.
I found out something really fascinating yesterday when I was doing a little research for something else.
Yeah, I don't just call myself big for nothing. Oh,
I had thought.
No, my bad.
All right. I had thought.
Pause.
I had thought. So I had thought that. Yeah, no problem. I had thought that. I thought that Bobby Greer, Chris Greer's father, was still working with the Patriots all these years as lead scout, right? What I found out was he left the Patriots in 2000, okay, went to the Texans, and left the Texans in 2016. Guess where he has been, where he has been from 2017 till the present as a consultant on their salary?
I think the Patriots.
The Miami fucking Dolphins.
Hey, but look, I need you guys to understand one thing. Chris Greer, his dad, and his brother, who's the general manager in the NHL, them motherfuckers patriots. I don't care what nobody say.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I pulled up Bobby Greer's Wikipedia, and his column is in aquamarine. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. What's this all about? He is currently a consultant for the Miami Dolphins. He will get another Super Bowl ring with us.
They good friends with they good friends with Kraft. Kraft is probably the second most loyal owner in the NFL. He's probably the second most loyal owner in the NFL.
Well, he was with the Texans for most of the 2000s. Sharif. I want to know what's the reason why we're struggling in the red zone, bro. Fuck Tannenbaum Greer. I want to know why we're struggling. So he's the one basically that scouted Deshaun Watson and drafted Deshaun Watson.
That's why we're struggling.
Yo, correlation. Hello, people. Hello, people. Correlation. Bobby Greer with the Texans would have been the one that scouted and helped draft Deshaun Watson. Bobby Greer was here when we were going after Deshaun Watson behind the curtains.
Wow. Great point.
Nah, Chris, see that's too much of a stretch. That's too much of a stretch.
Bobby Greer was here. Wait, hold on.
Chris Greer never.
Bobby Greer. Did you not hear me earlier, Crypto? Bobby Greer, Chris Greer's father, has been on the Miami Dolphins payroll as a consultant since 2017.
Yeah. Okay. Chris Greer never wanted to get off with a tool. Never.
Fred, you wanted to know why we're struggling in the red zone?
He did. He said he had to do his due diligence.
I want to give you some answers to that real quick. Struggling in the red zone. This is the issue. Your main red zone go-to targets are on the injured list or injured right now. River Craycraft, injured. You know, he was inactive last week. You know what I'm saying? He's not been the same since he got injured. Waddle, injured or been injured like every last 3 games. He's picked up a knock of some kind.
That's becoming a problem for me.
That's becoming a problem. So then you're having to go to Tyreek every time. We don't really have a go-to all-the-time tight end. So there's that issue. And then what's happening now? Your running backs are starting to pick up knocks. Freaking Mostert, what happened in the red zone last week against Dallas? He got injured in the red zone.
Yeah, he tweaked his knee.
That's the problem you're having. And on top of it, the most important part, your offensive line has injuries up and down it left and right. You know what I mean? That's the issue. That's why we're struggling in the red zone.
The reason why we're struggling.
Wait a minute. Choosing to not go to a tight end is not the same thing as we don't have a tight end to go to. We have a tight end to go to.
You know, this is true, but look at here. I want you to look at something real quick. Can you do me a favor, Color? Because I know you'd be really good at this. Can you look up what Smite's catching percentage is in the red zone? Can you do that for me?
Yeah, it'd be hard to decide. It'd be hard to isolate the red zone. But Ali, you're talking about virtually. But you're talking about virtually no targets, bro. When was the last time he was targeted in the red zone?
That's why I'm trying to figure out what that percentage is so I can see.
Again, I wasn't disagreeing with you. I was only differentiating between choosing not to use a tight end and not having a tight end.
That is an issue too. That is an issue too. You're right. You're
misleading. That's misleading because in this offense, even Coach said it. In this offense, the tight end is like the 7th progression. He's not going to have those targets. Yeah, there's other progressions.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying if that's the guy's system, that's the guy's system. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying we have a tight end to go to. That's a misnomer.
But
we just don't do it.
But we don't have the plays to go to him because he's not.
You're maybe not watching the with her.
But you know what?
Well, to that point, he might be the 7th, but he's still an option.
You know, one thing I want to ask about the tight end.
Thank you, Crypto.
He's an option when we got Wynn, when we got Connor, when we got Hunt, when we got goddamn Jackson. He's an option all the time, I'm sure.
But you know what's funny is one of the things that people say that this team is looking for tight ends just to be run blockers. If that was the case, why are they getting most of these tight ends? They're getting out Connor and the guy they went to Arizona, former wide receivers, and turning them into tight ends.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a
people
good
who don't know
point.
what they're talking about. That's
They're
people who
trying
don't know
to
what they're
find
talking
that
about.
Waller, the next Waller. That's what they're trying to
Yeah.
do.
But no doubt about it, we are going to need a head knocking tight end for this offense. We can still get a receiver.
And Julian Hill could be that guy. I like Julian Hill. We need to see more of him.
He's a stud. Julian Hill gonna get paid. I'm telling you, we're gonna pay him. He's gonna be a Miami Dolphin.
A name that I would look at, though, the type of tight end I like, and I kind of see a Mark Andrews in him or even a Gronk. And remember this name, Cade Stover. Look him up. That's the type of tight end I like, to be honest.
Can I offer my assessment on the red zone a little bit?
Sure, go ahead. Definitely.
I think down there the play calling is too cute. It gets too cute, if you ask me. I mean,
was it too cute when it was working?
Come on, man. Everybody was healthy then, I think. Okay. So
was it too cute when it was working?
Well, it's not working now. This is where it matters, right? Thank you. It mattered then. It matters now.
When
Connor, what I think is the play calling is too fucking cute. You know what I mean? You got Lester Cotton and you got Robert Jones there. They're not great side to side blockers. You go with those dudes and you run the goddamn football there. Stop with the cute shit. Phase the Tyreek, which is too small to do. You're not even thinking about the fucking tight end. And come on now, run the damn football. And as for last week,
so Ali, this season Durham Smythe has 4 targets in the red zone, 2 receptions for 50%, 1 first down, 0 touchdowns.
Great point, Colin.
But that 1 first down was likely a crucial first down to keep. But that first down was likely a crucial first down that kept the clock going. So,
and this is something maybe McDaniel needs to look at. Maybe we need more targets.
How many throws we've had in the red zone? You contrast that with how many throws we've had in the red zone. That'll tell you where his progression is in the read.
Like I said,
how many red zone throws, attempts?
And that's the reason why.
How many attempts in the red zone have the Miami Dolphins have while he was on the field, and that compared to his 8 targets versus how many attempts in the red zone, and that'll show you where his progression is in all those reads.
I'm sorry, but what did they use on the final drive against the Dallas game? Did they go to the tight end?
They game plan for that, Fred.
Did they go to the tight end? Okay. Did you game plan for the damn red zone with that? What's
Fred,
the problem?
you want game plan on Madden? You want game plan on Madden for him? You're gonna keep using Tyreek just like the coach doing. And I ain't mad at it.
This is why I don't like to argue with you, because you go off on the dumb shit.
I know, but even Crypto agreed to that. Crypto, I say, Crypto, what you gonna do on Madden?
You go off on it. Crypto can't even call the game on the Raiders and a struggling ass Chiefs game. So what am I listening to Crypto for?
The man plan.
One game I get wrong, and you totally gloss over the fact that I nailed the freaking 49ers Ravens game. And you was like the only person that was saying that the Ravens had no shot.
A quarterback that only had completions in the first quarter. He's the only quarterback in NFL history to not have any completions outside of the first quarter.
And here's the thing, Ali, also, is that 50%, even if that was realistic on a large sample size,
Nick? You talking about
it would still be better. It would still be better than the 17% that a favorite.
Oh yeah, that was the first quarterback that in NFL history to win a game without completing the pass.
Issue. You're right.
The first quarter.
I was with you,
real quick, I want to give a shout out to Lil VB72. Y'all got the WCW Raven quote, the Raven Nevermore. Actually, it's Alan Edgar Poe, I think his name was.
Yeah, Edgar Poe, Alan Poe, yeah.
Edgar Poe, yeah.
That's
distant relative.
But to be fair, that's what I was thinking of when I came up with it. So.
Yeah, speaking of which, he always sucked to me.
As soon as I tell people he's a distant relative, they're like, "Oh, I get it now. I get it now."
Raven.
His novels and books wasn't.
I was almost in this, but then I realized Raven sucked. He was awful.
Hey,
I didn't say we was good at poetry.
Hey, Big Nick, I didn't say we was good
I'm
at
very
those.
talented, so yes,
No,
I
I'm
am.
talking
I'm
about the
doing
rest
that
of the
too.
Ravens.
Hold on. Color, real quick. What I wanted to say real quick in regards to God damn it, I lost it. Never mind. Go ahead. I fucking lost it. Oh, Smythe.
It'll be back, Ali. It'll be back.
Actually, not regarding in Smythe, but regarding an X Factor. What do you guys think about Joy Taylor's thinking of that Cedric Wilson is going to be the X Factor in this game?
I'm always ready for him to be. I like the guy.
And he's like,
I've always liked the guy.
You know what? It could be very well the X Factor is going to be somebody that the Ravens don't plan for. Smythe could be that guy. Julian Hill could be that guy. Claypool could be that guy because nobody's seen it.
Well, the other
You know
thing,
what I'm
Ali,
saying?
is apparently the Ravens have an issue giving up stuff across the middle. So, there's that too. We eat across the middle, which is already how teams defeat us, is taking away the middle. But that's taking away Tyreek and Waddle across the middle. What about a bigger, more solid target like a tight end or Claypool even? You know what I mean?
Thank you for watching.
Or Cedric. Cedric's not much bigger a guy, but he's a little taller. He's more of a presence.
He's a until Claypool came, he was our biggest receiver. He's a big dude.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But he's not like Claypool. You know what I mean?
He's a biggest guy now.
6'2". He's like 6'2", 210.
But and Ali, it's funny, Ali, you should know how I feel about Cedric after last week at the game. All them number 11s. Shout out to the Dallas fans who decided to wear a lot of number 11s. I don't know why. So we were just yelling out Cedric
every
Wilson.
number 11 he saw. It was not even funny, bro.
Oh yeah, every time we saw a number 11, we yelling out Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson.
And he was trolling every Dallas fan. It was even funny.
You know how they say a running back runs angrily, right? Doesn't Cedric doesn't he catch the ball angrily? Like
no, bro, I'm telling you, Big Nick, you could have flipped the coin. Now we haven't used him this way, obviously, because Tyreek came into picture and all that, and there's Waddle. But you could have easily flipped a coin between CeeDee Lamb and Cedric Wilson as to who to take from Dallas that year, bro. I'm talking about the year that the decision was made. Not now we know about CeeDee Lamb. I'm talking about the year the decision was made. You could have flipped a coin between those two, bro.
Color. When I've seen Cedric Wilson mad is when he's been missed, man, on simple passes. That's when I've seen him mad. I seen him mad.
Now, granted, I was proven wrong. I'm proven wrong, Big Nick. Now that we know CeeDee Lamb is upper echelon, but the Dallas fans weren't very happy about giving up Cedric, bro. That's how I knew to be shouting his name when they were walking.
He was a legitimate fill-in for him.
Right, the year before we got him, he had to play all over because everybody was hurt and he had a good season. But then everybody was hurt. When he came to the Dolphins, and he couldn't even win the number 3 position because we found out his ass can't run routes.
Yeah, and Tyreek got involved too.
No, but he was okay, but he still wasn't.
Remember, he's Tyreek's backup. He's not. Remember, he might be. Hold on, he might be WR3 on the squad, but he is Tyreek's backup.
Yeah,
he's the first backup to Tyreek.
Last year, Sherfield was the number 3. That's a damn shame.
Cedric Wilson.
Wasn't Cedric hurt? A lot of people think that Waddle is Tyreek's backup. No, you change who your number 1 is in your game plan to Waddle, but he don't take Tyreek's spot. Cedric takes Tyreek's spot.
Yeah, he's behind him.
I think it's the other way around. Isn't it Braxton taking Tyreek's spot?
No, look at the depth chart. Look at the depth chart. Cedric is behind Tyreek.
And Braxton is behind Waddle, right?
It alternates between him and Craycraft. It alternates between him and Craycraft.
It was Chosen that was on Waddle's side.
Well, there is Chosen. I mean, again, that's a little more fluid, I guess. That side of the ball.
Even when Chosen was listed, I think he was always he was never the number 2. I don't remember him saying him as the number 2.
Cedric was supposed to be the number 2. Until they went and got Tyreek.
Yeah,
Cut
until
it
they went and got Tyreek.
No,
Cut
no,
it
I
He
don't
was
mean Kevin. I
originally
mean
slided.
Chosen. I mean Chosen. When I look on the depth chart behind like Waddle and Tyreek, and Chosen's on there, he's never the number 2. Maybe because he's coming out the practice squad. That's why.
Yeah, DVP.
Yeah, Cedric was originally supposed to be the number 2 going into last season.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, he was the number 2. He was the number 2. Yeah. I mean, that was the whole thing about continuing to pay him the $7 million. You know what I'm saying? Like you get number 2 money, but you ain't playing.
Of course he ain't playing. How you gonna expect him to play if they get
as a comma was gonna be
played.
working in the
quick.
mix if he'd have made the squad.
Big Nick, want to make a show note real quick. Show note / correction. Currently on the Miami Dolphins depth chart, it has Braxton Berrios backing up Tyreek.
Yeah.
And it has Cedric Wilson as the number 3 behind Braxton Berrios. On the Jalen Waddle side of the ball, the number 2 is River Craycraft, number 3 Robbie Chosen, number 4 Chase Claypool.
Well, Robbie Chosen's going to play on Sunday.
That explains why Claypool's not getting any time.
So that's come out now that Robbie Chosen will be. He's out of concussion protocol.
Oh, good for him, man. I'm not trying to make fun of him because of the length of his neck, bro, but that is more dangerous for a guy with a neck that long, man. I'm like, oh,
you saying he's Mike Glennon's cousin? You saying he's Mike Glennon's double doppelganger? Is what you're saying?
Nobody's got that Mike Glennon down.
To his defense, man, that was the only way he can land, man. To his defense, that was a good ass pop. To his defense, that was the only way he can land.
He hung on to the ball. That's what I respect.
Yeah.
I even said it that night.
He's
like he gained a new
2 of 10
respect from me, bro.
Well,
y'all know I ain't been in favor of Robbie Chosen, but he definitely hanging on to the ball like that, bro, is what I respect as a wide receiver wholeheartedly.
Did you hear Greg Olsen come to Tua's defense on that play? He said that was not a hospital ball either.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. Robbie Chosen's arms are like 3 miles long. What are you doing putting it behind him like that, bro? No way, man. Come on, Tua.
Nah, it went out. It was a good hit.
He remind me so much of Webster Slaughter. He's like this day's version of Webster Slaughter, as far as his frame and how he played football.
I don't know. Webster Slaughter would go over the middle, left, and right though, and he would take some hits and get back up.
Yeah, he did. He was more tougher, but they were tougher.
Hey, Crypto. He's like Webster Slaughter with Merton Hanks' neck.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, so Connor, you were looking at the depth chart.
One time.
Hey,
Merton Hanks. Oh, by the way, hell of a fucking football name, Merton Hanks. I mean, damn, if you don't know that dude's gonna be good, you don't know what you're looking at.
Color. He was a hell of a safety too.
Hey,
Merton Hanks. He had a giraffe too.
That the Miami Dolphins pressured Dak Prescott on 83% of his passes.
I will have to look that up. Let me check.
That's got to be the highest in the league if there's that many.
He was pressured like on like 44-45% of his drops. Yeah, he was like nearly half.
Appreciate you always.
Damn, 83? That's got to be.
No, he was pressured on like 46% of his dropback, something like that.
Hold on, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna tell you right now. Game logs, advanced, 2023. Miami Dolphins.
More than just one fumble.
He was pressured 36.8%, which is very, very high. That's the most he was pressured all game. I mean, all season.
Okay.
The only team that pressured him even close to that was the Eagles, the 49ers, and the Chargers got 21% on him.
Isn't that his average? 21%? Isn't that his average, or is that the league average?
His season average is 17.1%.
Okay,
so we almost doubled.
Clean,
actually, we did. We doubled his season average. We more than doubled, slightly more than doubled.
Yeah, I thought that.
And Tua wasn't as pressure.
Yeah, what that means, people, is they played a real motherfucking defense. That's what that means.
Yep.
Can't say anything better.
And on the offensive side of the ball, I think too was only pressure like 6 or 7% of dropbacks, something like that.
What, you in a submarine?
Yeah, the offensive line did a pretty good job.
Let's look at that. Let's look at that.
You sound like you underwater though.
Let's look at that, Irving. By the way, how you doing, Irving? Having a good holiday, bro?
Irving, you can barely hear you. Irving,
yeah, you sound like you're underwater.
You sound like you're in a pool.
Hey, Shake Money, bad.
Hey, Todd.
That third down play to A. Bad throw or bad route?
Sorry, guys, I'm laughing. By the way, Tua's season average pressure percentage is 15%, and the Dallas Cowboys were able to get a whopping 13.2% pressure on them.
By the way, I'm gonna listen. I don't know. I haven't seen the throw, but I'm gonna say, being that A Chain is a running back, I'm gonna say a bad route because
However, guys, I have to be fair and objective. I have to be fair and objective. Okay. While only suffering 13.2% pressure, Dallas was the highest bad throw percentage of Tua's season at 30.6%. The only other game he had close to that was 29.4% against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Do you think that
the Kansas City Chiefs?
So they only pressured him 13%, but he ended up with a bad throw percentage higher? How's that?
But the Kansas City Chiefs pressured him 26.3%.
You think that's because of the thumb color?
Which is almost double his season average.
You think that's because of the thumb is inaccuracy?
Hold on 1 second. Color. Is it possible that those percentages may be higher or lower depending on the amount of throws made in that game, though?
Did you see the throw to Robbie Chosen?
More may have a lower percentage.
Oh, that was against the Jets. When did Robbie Chosen get injured?
But I think we threw the ball the same amount of time.
Right. Did you see the throw to Robbie Chosen?
Did we or did we not?
Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
That throw to Robbie Chosen, completion or not, was probably counted as a bad throw.
Yeah, because he caused it to get blasted.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, they might have counted as a bad throw.
And you know what, Ali, what was the take when we were walking back to the parking lot? What was the general take between you and I and everybody around us? Tua hat was off for a lot of the game.
And my question
just slightly.
Even that throw, but then again, here's the other part of it, though. Then again, we also have to take with a grain of salt that fact because Shannon Sharp, which I assumed was a bad throw by Tua, Shannon Sharp said it was Tyreek's fault because he didn't make the right cut.
I'm talking about the throw to Robbie Chosen.
No, the Robbie.
I know, but I'm using that.
But again, that's just one. That's just one, Ali. But you and I mean, at least myself, I thought, and this is not to throw shade on Tua because we still got the win, and he still led us to a win. So I'm not trying to throw shade on him. I'm just saying the reality is he was slightly off that night on a lot of passes.
Do you think it was because of the thumb?
First, 2 points, Color, real quick.
First
of all, I can make an argument against the Chosen throw because Chosen actually did turn upfield. So I don't know how bad of a throw it was. He did turn upfield. He just got caught, right?
He did not.
He did.
No, he didn't turn upfield because what he did is he caught it in the air. When he landed, he got hit.
Yeah, right. He kind of spun a little bit forward into the arms of the defender who planted him into the ground.
He didn't take a step upfield, but he made a football move to turn upfield. He did. He made a football move.
No, he was airborne. It was an up-down.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm just saying he was bro. I'm talking within, but Big Nick, I'm talking within like inches, bro. He was just like one of those days, like where you're in your backyard and you can't seem to hit the freaking post. You know what I mean?
Now, once he got feeling back into that thumb, I think it improved greatly.
Well, probably, but it's just not surprising to me to see such a high bad throw percentage when that was actually what was in my mind leaving the game that night.
Hey, Nick, let me.
So that was next to Kansas City's?
Hold on, Crypto.
Kansas City. However, Kansas City got twice as much pressure on him than Dallas did.
Hey, fellas, one at a time. It's hard to hear you guys, bro.
Let me shut your ass
Go
up,
ahead,
Nick.
Fred.
He was missing throws all over the field. Now you had Shake that little
Fred,
out.
sound like you're far away.
You missed that. You talk about the little out to A-Chain. He missed that throw, bro. He missed the two.
The touchdown to Mostert was a little bit off. You are right, because Mostert had to reach out and catch it with one hand.
And grab it.
You are right about that. That is one. Okay.
Talk about the A-Chan. The A-Chan round that route off.
He could have thrown that deep pass though. That ain't stop the deep ball.
A-Chan doesn't round that throw. I mean, if he doesn't round that route, he gets there. He
To be honest with you, it happens though. Like, remember, it was a 4 o'clock game. Hold on, it was a 4 o'clock game. Okay, there was the transition from light to dark throughout the game. It was raining. I mean, the ball was wet. I thought he did well given those conditions while being slightly off. I thought he still performed really well. So I'm not trying to throw shade on him.
Again, good teams find a way to win, bro.
I think it was his thumb.
Exactly.
I think it was his thumb because he was uncharacteristically off.
I'm not throwing shade on Tua,
Some of those throws, he was a little, and there was some miscommunication with Tyreek and him, especially when Tyreek was running those options.
But we're not talking Tennessee from 3 years ago. That's not what I'm talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it was a couple of out routes. It was
a lot worse. Much colder and wet.
He also missed Cedric Wilson inside the 5-yard line right there for an out right there.
Yeah, that was a bad throw.
Now, guys, if I just say the Baltimore Ravens, right? Hold up. The Baltimore Ravens are 26 in defense in stopping the run.
But they got Michael Parsons over there. He has about to turn.
Wait a minute, and don't forget, Tua completed the fade route that night, even though it was out of bounds. That's Mike McDaniel's fault for calling the damn play. I keep telling y'all, there's a reason it's only 17%.
Well,
Tua was perfect. Tua was perfect on the throw.
Out of bounds.
Right. Tua was perfect on the throw. The receiver was perfect on the catch. But guess what? Out of bounds because it's a low probability play. Damn it.
But guys,
it's designed to shove the player out of bounds.
But Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens are 26 against the run.
It was designed for a day when there was a rule that favored the receiver.
They was 26
hold on, real quick. I just want to say this for the record. The day that they changed the rule to being able to push a receiver out of bounds, okay, the day they changed that rule was the day the fade died. And teams just won't freaking come to that realization.
That's a great point. But I was saying it's going to be easy to run the football on Baltimore. They cannot stop the run. And I've been looking at their stats. They are very weak.
You watching Madden a little bit too long.
No, but if you want to know who you can run on, guys, we can run on them.
Okay, Sharif. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna look at that, and I'm gonna look forward to that.
You can just line up and run on Baltimore, Sharif. I get it, bro. I get it.
Sharif just takes snapshots at the box score. That's what you gonna say has happened.
They struggle against the run, though. They struggle against the run.
Don't you think Mike Shanahan knew that prior to their game, Sharif? I just want to ask that question.
They couldn't stop carrying on Williams.
Listen, Crypto, you don't play Madden, so you don't get a vote in this.
You're a casual.
That's one of the most misleading stats. That's one of the most misleading stats there is, because when you have a dominant team, an explosive team, they're probably going to be a top defensive run team because you can't run.
I don't think they stop us in the run.
You have to throw the ball in order to catch
because you got to throw to catch up.
You got to throw to catch up. So those be misleading stats. Just because they may be ranked 26 is because you don't run the ball because the other team's always behind.
Hey, Crypto.
That's correct, Nick. Big Nick, that's correct.
That's a great point.
Crypto, you seen the Dallas game, right, Crypto? Okay.
Yeah.
You seen us try to run wide. We couldn't do it. But we had success we have great success off Robert Jones and Lester Cotton, bro.
Jones was a
We had great success right there. This is what I'm saying, man. You know, the wide run.
But Hunt's much better though.
It's not going to be there in these games coming down.
Fred, I got a question. Fred, I got a question for you real quick.
Hunt is a better option.
Let me ask you a question. Who has the better rushing attack, the Browns or the Miami Dolphins? Let's start there first.
The Browns or the Dolphins? I'm gonna have to say the Dolphins now.
The Dolphins now. Okay. Do you know how many yards? Hold on. Do you know how many yards the Browns had against the Ravens on November 12th?
No, I don't remember that.
178 yards they ran. Right?
Okay.
If the Dolphins have a better rushing attack than the Browns, I'm telling you, we can run against them. I'm not worried.
It's not even a question. Good observation.
Was they up or down? When they down in that game, they came back, Ali, in that game to win that game. They was down by 14.
It's still, but the answer was
trying to make it like, Baltimore has some big defense.
My point of bringing that up is the fact that Fred said, like you can just pull up and run against the Ravens. The Browns did it.
Okay, the Browns did it.
The Browns is no slouch. They're not a slouch. They are a playoff team.
That's better than ours.
And neither are we.
Exactly. Thank you, Color.
He just got through telling you that we're a better running team than the Browns.
Exactly. And so if we're
acting like it's night and day.
Exactly. So we're better than them.
Crypto, my point is that I'm not afraid. It's not like we're one of these teams that can't run. That's all I'm trying to say.
We're the freaking
okay. We use the same logic going in the Cowboy game. Did we get 200 yards on them against the run like the Bills got 200 yards on them against
I told you we use
that same logic.
No, and I told you we weren't gonna. And didn't I tell you we weren't gonna?
I know that was the wrong approach. I was trying to say it was the wrong approach anyway, because that team is not going to sit there and allow 2 back-to-back 200-yard games against them.
Okay, but let's not act like we can't run against them. That was my point. Let's act like we can't.
No one
do
said
that.
you can't run.
Okay, that's my argument.
That's going to be the sole way you're going to be one-dimensional and say you're going to win doing that only.
And the way, and crypto. You were coming in backing up Fred. It was Fred that said we couldn't run against them.
Yeah, that was basically what I was arguing.
No, he was saying you can't. I think he was saying you can't only run and just be 40 runs and expect to beat them.
Oh no,
that's funny what
that.
This is still a passing league, no matter what. I agree.
Oh man, I don't know how many times we got to say it that we're a pass first team, regardless of what the league is.
I get you. But my point.
Color, to your point, some teams run to open up the pass. We pass to open up the run.
Right. Which is exactly why we continue to run our wide zone. That's why we continue to run our wide zone, because we've been able to do it on any defense. We don't care. But the difference is they got Michael Parsons. Like, that shit hard to do with Michael Parsons on the field.
And we still and did we not still take a touchdown in from like how deep?
No. I was just going to say that was a passing touchdown.
Oh, right. Okay.
Touchdown was in the air.
Against the Jets, we took one in from like the 12-yard line.
Oh, okay. The Jets. Okay.
Yeah, but the Jets checked out after they got eliminated from the playoffs.
Man, stop saying that, because they're still the third-ranked defense, and I don't. Man,
they are, but.
I mean, that's a cumulative.
It's like 3 weeks later, and they're still the third-ranked defense, bro.
Yeah, but they done gave us.
Okay, so then what's that mean about the Browns? What's that mean then about the Browns defense, who are second-ranked, and the Ravens defense, who are first-ranked?
Color.
And the Dolphins defense that's fifth-ranked. What's that mean about the Dolphins defense that's fifth-ranked?
The Jets have given up 67 points in the last 2 weeks, Color.
Man, okay, and they're still third-ranked. And they're still third ranked.
They they had a big head start at the beginning of the season to pad that stat. So they had to fall off a cliff.
If they're that checked out, why didn't they start benching their players then? Because freaking when we were doing that shit, we decided, let's go ahead and put Xavier Howard on ice. You know what I mean? So what's the point? That's what I get. I get no response.
Patriots are still the ninth-ranked defense.
Patriots are still the 9th ranked defense, and Buffalo is 13th.
Look, don't act like our defense have never quit on us too now in the season because Gates last year.
Nobody's acting like that, bro. But
we're not.
They quit Gates last year. The whole defense quit. So
the Browns had a top ranked defense last year. We still put it on them.
Gates' last year, our defense quit. Rashad Jones,
If the defense really quit that bad, hold on. If the Jets defense quit that bad, then they wouldn't have gotten all those silly turnovers that the Browns gave them yesterday.
They quit, Ali. They quit.
No, that was Flacco with a bonehead play on one play. That was only one mistake.
They quit. That's that's completely not supported by the evidence. So you can keep repeating they quit.
That game,
you can keep saying
the
your
Browns had the best
rosary.
single passing game against them,
and they did it in one half. And keep saying they quit.
All right,
and they quit, and they quit, and they quit.
Okay.
You grab your crucifix and you say they quit.
The Browns have the best game against the Jets out of any team.
What do you want us to say?
They did it in one half.
We suck.
We won't say they quit, but you cannot deny the fact that the Jets defense.
Matter of fact, they broke the streak of 300-yard passers against the Jets. It ended last night in one half. So that also fell last night. The Jets streak of holding everybody under 300 yards. Yeah, the Browns had like 300 yards in the air in one half against them.
My point is, if they really quit, why even actually complete the play? To be honest.
Hey, listen, the Browns were beating the Jets so bad that Flacco was falling asleep on the sideline.
Yeah, he was.
Dude,
he made work of them in 2 quarters. They had scored 30. They had scored 30 points in 2 quarters against them. Then we scored all game against them.
Damn, Flacco is a beast, man.
Oh, and by the way, the results from last night are already factored in because the Browns have now overtaken the Ravens as the #1 defense, right? And guess who still sits at number 3 after last night?
The Miami Dolphins.
The New York fucking Jets. That's who.
Well, it's going to be hard to move them off that because everybody else is giving up.
Because they're a good fucking defense.
Hey,
yeah, but all it takes is for the team behind them to start giving up 30.
Crypto. Color's point is they're trying to neutralize our wins when we be beating good defenses all along the fucking list.
Well, then you can't neutralize what just happened last night. Then you got to keep it consistent.
Who even cares about what happened last night?
Oh my god!
Because they was neutralizing the same thing.
Hey Ali.
Yeah, that's good for them.
Give me a prediction for your rushing yards Sunday, bro.
150.
My prediction?
Yes.
Total or individual?
Total.
140 yards.
Okay.
I think we run right through them.
How is it if it's so hard to move? How is it that we shut out the Jets, right? We only let Dallas score 20 points on us, right? Yet Atlanta somehow overtook our 4th place spot and dropped us to 5th.
Hey,
because Atlanta playing when they play the Jets also help those defensive numbers when you're playing against a putrid offense.
I'm just saying.
So yeah, there's a lot of reasons what can cause another defense to shoot past
it ain't as hard to move a team out of the spot as you think. I'm just saying it ain't as hard. It ain't as hard to move a good defense out of that spot as you think.
I do want to ask this question.
Yet the Jets still remain number 3. Yet the Jets still remain number 3.
I do want to ask this question real quick, and I know we're Dolphin fans, but in this serious note, has there been an update on Elijah Moore? Because that was some serious shit that happened to him.
Yeah, he was
I don't even know that.
Is he okay? Have we heard anything?
He was kind of his hands were fidgeting.
Yeah, it's same thing like what happened to Tua, kind of with the fingers. It was happening with his arms, and I'm kind of concerned about him. That's why I wanted to make sure he was
Pittsburgh Steelers held the Baltimore Ravens to 10 points in their only meeting so far this year. Pittsburgh has the 6th ranked defense.
Yeah, how many great offenses the Steelers played that had to play after that game?
The Ravens.
Everybody in the North twice.
Yeah, but everybody in the North ain't offensive powerhouses. Half of the teams are missing their quarterbacks.
I'm only speaking about the powerhouse in their division, the Baltimore Ravens. I ain't talking about anybody else.
I know, I get that, but
they
only
held
played
the Ravens to 10 points.
Well, listen.
Yeah, but they only played them once.
6-3.
It was in Baltimore.
Let me just say this too. Duke Riley is going to do a fantastic job on the Baltimore tight ends because Duke Riley is like he's playing out of his mind in terms of covering running backs out of the backfield. He's hitting them as soon as they get a jump.
I'm just saying, if the 6th-ranked defense held them to 10 points in their own house, forgive me if I think the 5th-ranked defense bodes well. Forgive me.
Sharif.
Yeah.
Strip me of my fan card. I don't care. Whatever.
So Duke Riley's going to hang with.
That's fine because the 3rd-ranked defense of the 49ers didn't feel well.
I think Andrews is hurt.
Yeah, the 49ers. Yeah. They're ranked 8th.
Duke Riley's going to hang with Likely.
Yeah, but they had the best record in the conference.
I think Duke
who beat the crap out of the Cowboys.
I think Duke, Fred.
And
I
beat
think
the crap
Duke
out of the
Riley-
Eagles.
I think Duke Riley's a little faster than
Good
Baker.
for them. Still has nothing to do with what we're going to do.
I think Duke Riley has. He's a little faster than Baker. I didn't say
nothing to do with
coverage. I didn't say
The game
coverage.
ain't happened yet.
You think Riley is going to hang with Likely, bro?
Yes, easily. Easily.
Okay, let
He's
me
the
tell you this.
fastest linebacker on our team.
I'll tell you this. Not likely. Not likely. Okay.
Bring up the London silly nannies for all I care. It ain't got nothing to do with what we're going to do.
You don't think it's likely that he's gonna hang with Likely? Damn.
Yo, what's
That's
good,
fine. Maybe the Argonauts from Lexington can freaking do something.
Now you're talking, Crypto. Now you're talking.
What's going on, Tony?
Hey, yo, real quick. Hey,
Hey, I'll buy that for some maple syrup.
I came up here because I wanted to ask Carlo a question because he keeps saying something about the defense that I'm trying to figure out where he getting. Where are you getting your numbers from with the Jets?
You know where I made it clear to you all the time where I get that number
I'm
from.
saying, are you going by efficiency? Because I'm looking at their stats and they're not the 3rd-ranked defense.
I am going by efficiency. Yes, that's what I always go by.
Okay.
And the reason, Tony, listen, the reason I say that is because as long as I go by the same thing, I'm only trying to see the change. So it doesn't really matter which one I go by.
Are you talking about PFF? Not PFF reference?
As long as I go by the same one when the change happens, when the action happens, and I want to judge the change. You see what I'm saying?
Using the same metric is what you're trying to say.
They did drop because they was overall 3rd, but they have dropped. Like their rushing defense have dropped.
Right, but what they're saying, what that efficiencies is saying is they're not the ones contributing to the point differential. They're not the reason the point differential from last night was what it was. It's because their offense ain't complimenting them.
I mean, that still don't take away the fact of how many yards they're giving up and how many touchdowns they're giving up.
But again, that's taking that into consideration. That's saying, hey, when your offense ain't complimenting you and you're going against the Browns offense, let's say with Flacco and all that, you shouldn't be expected to hold them to less than a certain number of yardage and points. They're handicapping them because of that.
So what would you say if I tell you that their rush defense is all the way down to 24?
Well, okay, then that's fair. But that's rush defense.
And
their secondary, what's their secondaries ranked?
It's number 4.
Right.
So what I'm saying is
in a passing league.
What I'm saying is their offense, it tends to not have an effect on their pass defense. But their rush defense, they're starting to get up a whole bunch of yards.
Right. And so eventually I would expect them to start finally relinquishing that 3rd spot. You know what I mean? Eventually, yeah. But they have played such sound defense all year that's all I'm trying to say is it's hard to budge them off that spot, even though you and I know they're downtrending. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
I just don't like the verbiage of they checked out on us when 3 weeks later they're still sitting at number 3 and giving teams problems with their offense.
Well, but if you go back and you look at like how I do, I look in depth in the numbers. They didn't check out on us. We just ran the ball down their fucking throat, and they're not good at rush defense. Like I said before going into that game.
Right. The other thing is
they want to rush the passer.
Right. The other thing is that efficiency number takes into consideration strength of opponents. So a lot of it has to do with, in our case, the fact that whether it was a fluke or not, our offense put up 70 on the Broncos. So when they're saying, okay, we put up 30 on the Jets, right? That seems like it should have knocked them down a little. But what the efficiencies ranking is saying, no, the Dolphins probably should have put 50 on the Jets. And their defense made sure we only put 30 up. It's giving their defense credit. You see what I'm saying?
I got a question for the panel because I heard everybody clamoring about this defense, right? The Ravens defense. Do y'all know how many top 10 offenses that this defense faced?
San Fran.
The whole season they faced 2.
Did we figure that out earlier, Tony? It was like 2, yeah.
You talking about us?
The Lions are number 3 and 49ers I'm sorry, 3.
They ain't battle tested. They ain't battle tested, Tony.
So exactly. So if anybody trying to put a caveat on the team that we played, we need to put a caveat on the team that they played because they faced the same amount of top 10 defense offense. I'm sorry, that we have. We faced the Bills at 4, the Chiefs at 9, the Cowboys at 6. Actually, we faced one more because
the problem with that argument is 90% of their victories all came with people over 500.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
It correlated. When those defenses they played,
saying that
they had
if you go put a
team-wise, they played.
Huh?
I'm talking about their team. The team they played may have not been top defenses.
Tony's strictly speaking about what our defense should expect to face.
But why are they beating these teams is what I'm trying to figure out. Just because the teams tend to win their games doesn't mean that they're playing stiff competition based on the offense that this defense.
Well, they are. They playing most of their teams are in the AFC and in their own division, which is still in the playoff hunt.
So, out of these teams, do you consider the Texans a top-ranked team?
Go Gators.
Well, when they're healthy, they were. When they were all together, they were. They actually were.
It was the first game of the season.
Stroud was leading the league in touchdowns.
No. It was the first game of the season when Stroud hadn't done nothing yet.
They beat them in week 2.
But we know who they are. Then you just sit there and make the argument they are who they are.
You're wrong for that.
Regardless when they were first, when they ain't did nothing yet.
I never get away with that, Crypto. You know that. They never let me get away with that, bro. Come on, man.
The coach.
We know who the Broncos are now, too, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
There you go. See, they don't. You don't get away with that, bro. Sorry, man.
Out of the top teams, like who would y'all say like that's in the top 10 teams right now?
Go Gators.
The Browns.
Go Gators.
I mean, honestly, the biggest feather in their cap really is kind of the Seahawks with that 37-3 romping. But
now that would I'll get them. That was a good game because the Seahawks was on a winning streak at that time. So the Seahawks and the 49ers.
Yeah, they were number 1.
Yeah,
at the time they played them.
49ers, but everybody else
watching the game.
Seahawks, 49ers,
and
Detroit.
We could say the Lions, yes, and we could add the Lions in.
Yeah, because Lions probably got good D. I mean, we could consider them good D, right? I mean,
the Lions. They only have a good rushing defense.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Lions going to show Dallas that they really are in playoff form.
Now that'll tell us a lot. Now when the Lions play Detroit again on the road,
when the Lions play,
can they overcome Dallas on the road? Yeah, Dallas.
Yeah, let's see how the Dallas see it.
And who did the Ravens lose to? They lost to the Steelers 17-10.
The Colts.
The Colts and the Eagles, I believe. The Browns. Yes. That's right, the Browns.
Right.
Okay,
2 of the 3 have already
teams,
clinched a playoff spot, and one is can clinch. So
two
they
teams.
losing to good
You mean
teams
three of
and
the
beating good
you mean
teams.
3 of the 4 have already clinched the playoff spot?
Two teams that are very familiar with them. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
2 teams that are they're going to probably split anyway.
Right, but
You know,
y'all see again, Fred. Do you see
What I'm
how what
saying,
you're saying? Well, hold on.
they haven't had their Tennessee
I
game
want
yet,
to point this out right now because Fred,
Yes, they have.
maybe you weren't
and they
trying
won't.
to. Hold on,
The
Fred.
Colts.
Maybe you weren't trying to, but did you see how your tone sounded like by saying that you were diminishing us, even though we are one of the teams that have clinched a playoff berth?
I'm not diminishing us at all, man.
Huh?
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, I'm
just
confused.
saying
What'd you
the
say?
teams
No, both
that
of us
the Ravens.
clinched.
I'm just saying the teams that the Ravens lost to. Okay, they play each
Right.
other.
They all have
Right.
clinched their playoffs already.
Right.
And so have we.
Hold on, wait a minute. The Colts haven't clinched no playoff spot.
I'm saying,
No.
right, 2
Well,
of
he
the
said
3
2
have
out of the
clinched.
3. 2 out of the 3.
Oh, okay, 2 out of 3. Okay.
Right. And I
And the
said,
Colts can still
and
win
I
their
said,
division.
and I
Yeah,
said
they can, but
correction
that's because
3 out of
everybody
4.
started losing out.
And I said correction 3 out of 4 to illustrate that why can't we do it if we've already clinched our playoff spot? Like,
Right,
we're one of
which
those
means,
teams, Fred.
to your point, Color, they're losing. Their losses are not coming to bad teams.
Right.
You're not
I
going to count
get
us as a
that.
bad team if
Oh,
we
yeah,
beat
that's
them.
good.
All that says is I'm glad we don't have a bad team.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
what are you all trying
Because
to
we beat
say?
them, we can't say all of a sudden they lost to a bad team. That'll be bad. That would be good.
Well, at the time they lost to the Colts, they was a bad team.
No, they were still in contention.
They were still good.
Not when they played Baltimore
When
Ravens.
they played the Colts, they were still a good team.
Yeah, they were still in contention.
Who was a good team? The Colts or the Ravens?
The Ravens.
I'm saying the Colts wasn't a good team when they lost.
No, okay. Oh, the Colts. No, they weren't.
No, the Colts were still in contention all the way through.
And what's the Colts record now?
Hey, I got a question for y'all.
They was always hovering
Hold
500.
on.
They like
Hold on,
500.
real quick. Before you ask the question, Tony, do you want to slip something else in?
No, I was just saying that they played them week 3. The Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, okay.
When they played the Baltimore Ravens.
Gotcha. Question. Somebody had a question?
And after they beat the Ravens, just so you know, I think they lost 3 straight after that game.
Well, they over 500. How did they didn't have no 7-game winning streak?
They lost. I'm sorry, they lost 3 out of the last 4. Yes, they beat the Ravens, then they lost to the Rams, they beat Tennessee, lost to the Jaguars, lost to the Browns, lost to the Saints, and then that's when they went on a win streak. They went on a 4-game win streak.
So mediocre football team at best.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. That's the best way to put it, because it's not like they lost to the freaking Panthers.
Oh, the Colts can still win the division,
And we already gave the Ravens their mulligan for the Steelers, so we can't give them 2 mulligans for the Colts.
They did lose to the Saints though.
Yo.
No, the Colts lost to the Saints.
So who's
That's what I'm
watching?
saying. I thought you were
Who's
saying
watching the Cotton Bowl right now?
The Colts. That's all I thought.
You're watching the what bowl?
Yeah.
The Cotton Bowl.
Does it have a Florida
the Colts
team
lost
in it?
to a lot of bad teams this year.
Yeah, they have.
When they beat maybe a handful of good teams.
Oh,
the Ravens, I
Ohio
think
State, Missouri.
Niners,
I
right?
have
Not
a
the
little
Niners,
interest in that.
somebody
Who's
else
winning?
would be good. It's slipping my tongue. Was it the
Ohio
Chiefs?
State 3-0.
It'd be somebody else.
So I got a question about the turf. Is that AstroTurf they're playing on?
What you mean, like
that's what
considered
it
a
was.
good
I have
team?
no idea.
Where in
Considered a good
Baltimore?
team, Crypto?
Tonk.
Where?
going
No,
on?
I'm saying they beat somebody in their division.
Holy shit, dude! I'm blind. That's Tonk. What's up, Tonk?
I think Jacksonville's gonna lose out.
I didn't even recognize your voice, dude. You got like a different mic or something, bro.
Hey, I have a question. Real quick. First and
I don't
foremost,
think Jacksonville's gonna
Gators,
win
Tonk.
another game.
And then Tonk, here's the question. I was just mentioning it that bowl games. I used to love watching bowl games, but now because all these players are opting out, I think it's just a glorified preseason game now.
Yeah, if I'd have known it was Tonk, I wouldn't have been all standoffish.
No, this is fine because now you get players that weren't having an opportunity to play to be able to play and showcase yourself. So if the other
That's
players
true,
don't
too.
want to play and go fuck off, well, then
Fuck
go
them,
fuck
right?
off. And
Fuck
so
them,
now we have
exactly.
the
But I'm
players that
saying though,
are.
I mean, you're gonna throw players right into the fire, and you don't know, you don't know what kind of. Like I said, it's a preseason game. What
Trial
are
by
you talking
fire.
How many? How much time is in
I
that
think.
game?
Yeah,
What quarter is it
are
in?
you talking about trial by fire?
Yeah,
I have
that's
no
what I'm
idea
saying.
what
It's
you're
like a
talking about,
preseason
dude.
game.
What quarter is that Mizzou game in?
They haven't really had time to.
These bowl games
It
suck,
takes
man.
time. It takes
It's
time to
rigged.
gel with a team. You know what I mean? You look at the good college teams; they don't look the same as week 1 as they do in week 10 or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about because the new players.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
think
I mean,
it's all
I
rigged.
feel you on that, but it's like I don't know. It's like when they changed all the rules and made it so free. I guess they just made it too free, but we had already been seeing that start to happen since before the NIL. Players would opt out because they were going into the draft.
Oh, talk! I heard today they're starting NILs as early as high school now, bro.
Yeah, they trying to get them young. Just like when Ohio State's rigging the game and
I
they
mean, they
cheating
were
for
before
Ohio
too.
State. You
Dude, you don't
know,
think Reggie Bush would? You don't think they're after Reggie Bush when?
Oh yeah. Friday Night Lights, you know it. Them high school teams own them towns, man. Are you kidding me?
They even had that TV show on. I forgot where it was, that high school that won like 3 championships in a row or something like that.
Yeah, you mean the documentary? The documentary that was following that like high school team? Yeah, I don't remember what you're talking about. It's good shit.
But
That's how it is down in Miami-Dade County and Broward,
but
man. It's like high stakes high school football down there, man.
If anyone's watching a game, I genuinely want to know that because I want to know if that's like what kind of turf that is.
Oh, do you know what quarter it's in, Tunk?
It's almost the end of the second quarter.
Oh, still only 3-0. That's a good one.
Yeah,
you in Broward County, Tony?
I was on here to see if Ollie's okay. I mean, I know his team's winning, but
That's why I figured you came up here, man.
Is how it.
I'm going for Mizzou tonight, bro.
Oh yeah.
I got loose ties to the misery state, the tornado state.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Best guy to leave Missouri was Jordan Clarkson. He doesn't play the sport. He plays basketball.
Wasn't Brian Cox from St. Louis?
Yeah, he got him in there.
So what was the game last night? Who was playing last night? That was a good game last night. Who was that?
Jets and Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flacco coming through again, man.
Dude,
Flacco's looking like his old form, man.
He's returned to playoff Flacco now.
Yep, he had his 20 kids out there after the game talking to the media. I was like, wow.
He's really got a lot of kids on, like freaking Fitzpatrick, huh?
There was like
He's got
6 or 7 of them, I think.
Him and Kurt Warner has got like 80 kids.
Look, fucking Lou Holtz is out there.
Man, Fitz and Kurt, man, they can make a whole football team themselves. Their kids.
Oh, dang, my battery's about to die. I got to get on the juice. I got to start wheezing the juice.
Okay, Pauly Shore.
No,
dude, I saw him. No, I saw him I saw him on stage. Made that joke a couple times. You want to talk about fucking hilarious? He is fucking hilarious at stand-up.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's a classic.
He's a fucking trip, dude. He's a fucking maniac. He's fucking hilarious. Oh my gosh. It's like, and like I was talking to him after the show a little bit, and like it's just him, like he's just naturally like just that way. Like he's he's just all over the, like he asked me to try to find him cigarettes. So I told him, I said, next time you come here, fuck, I'll bring you a carton, dude. like, I'll roll up, dude.
You have a grocery bag full of Lucky Strikes like Val Kilmer and Thunderheart.
No, it was I don't know, those native. I forgot what kind of cigarettes they are, but they're the ones that are like 100. Like I forgot. Has a little Native American on the cover. But yeah, he was really
American Spirits. They're supposed to be all natural, organic tobacco, no additives and all that nonsense.
Yeah, organic poison. So next time,
Shake. When the Gators firing their head coach?
When Bill Belichick needs a job.
Oh, look like you.
I don't speak gibberish. What'd you say?
When was the Gators gonna fire their head coach and get rid of everybody in the front office?
As soon as the Canes fire Cuban Willie Taggart.
Oh,
wow! you know you're allowed to say that, Shake. So it's cool, but it's a little rough, man.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Now, if I'd have said that, it'd have been a little.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Well,
I think
the Gators is a poverty franchise, though.
I think I've drank enough South Florida water to probably have Cuban genes in me by now.
What the hell does that mean?
What?
Crypto, you said a poverty franchise?
Yeah, poverty.
Yeah, that's what that's what you call a franchise that like doesn't care to win and doesn't spend the money on anything and.
Right. Oh, so you were making a joke.
Yeah, that's kind of the lingo for what you call that kind of.
Are you talking about the Marlins color?
No,
No.
I've never. I don't think I heard it used that way before.
No. I mean, maybe I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things that might change in the new paradigm. But it's been kind of.
We don't spend any money. The Marlins don't. We get rid of people though. Poverty franchise.
As soon as Derek Jeter got there, they start getting rid of everybody, and then they were getting rid of people to the Yankees. I'm like, so Derek Jeter flies down here, gets a job with the Marlins, and then
gets rid of Stanton.
Derek Jeter's got a lot of money to be.
Yeah, sends players to the Yankees. Yeah.
It's like this is obvious treason. If that's like me moving to Russia and then freeing like.
And then he leaves. and then we make the playoffs. Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, man. But guess what?
We made the playoffs when he was here. So we made the playoffs twice in the last few years.
Yeah, but look at this. The Canes women has made the playoffs. Florida Gators made the Final Four. You got the Panthers hockey. You got the Miami Heat. And guess what? The Dolphins are going to bring it home. We're going to walk on Biscayne Boulevard and celebrate with our parade. We're going to bring that home.
Listen, the one thing about the Marlins, we won a World Series within 20 years, back to back. Unlike the Cubs, they took like 100 years to win their second one.
2003 and 97.
108.
Livan Hernandez.
Talk about a poverty franchise right there. Jeez.
I was going to say it, but I wanted Crypto to come to terms with that.
Y'all, you guys don't remember that? I love you, Miami.
Yeah. And what's funny, his brother the next year said, "I love you, New York."
Oh, no.
And then they go and get rid of the hurricane. It's like, what are you doing?
This is Coast to Coast Hour, guys. Brought to you by... No one said the ad. YouTube is going to be pissed.
No, YouTube's always pissed. What are you talking about?
No one said the ad, man. We're going to get shut down in minutes.
Hey, by the way, Crypto, shout out to Rutgers, by the way.
Oh, stop it. They won their national title. That might as well have been a national title because they treated it like
I'm telling you, they ain't won nothing since 1869, bro.
Anybody who beats the Canes, it's like winning a Super Bowl. It's like the national title for their day.
Yeah, except for the teams in Florida, we
You
beat them
mean
like
they didn't win a championship with Will Muschamp?
I don't know, but I don't think Rutgers have won a championship since before the forward pass was legal.
But let me ask you guys this: you really think Kyle Hamilton?
They won something when they were wearing leather helmets.
You guys really think Kyle Hamilton can keep up with Tyreek? They're putting him out there like he's some #1 safety above Holland. You really think Kyle Hamilton is gonna be a free safety stopping
Hamilton doesn't
Tyreek?
do that. That's not his job.
He's a strong safety.
Right, he doesn't stick nobody's number ones.
Oh, because I was like, oh, this Hamilton. Okay, this big 6'4" guy is gonna keep up with Tyreek. Okay, cool. Keep believing in cheese.
Well, I saw an interesting graphic last night on Amazon that said the Dolphins are the #1 scoring offense, and the Baltimore Ravens are the #1 scoring defense.
No, I was trying to figure out like Hamilton is going to stop us.
That's happened in a while. This late in the season.
Crypto. That's the immovable force meeting the unstoppable object. You know what I mean?
And
right, that's
ESPN
pretty much
made
what that is, right?
ESPN made Hamilton to be
late
like
in the season color, yeah.
Some type of
or the
demigod.
unstoppable force meeting the immovable object.
Irresistible object, right? Yeah.
So it's like, it's like, dude, #1, if you guys play quarters 4 or cover 6, and it's got to be Hamilton on Tyreek's side.
Remember when Neo and Agent Smith were like driving towards each other, and they like met in the middle, and like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen Sunday.
Yeah. So
Neo,
I forgot the guy who used to come on TD's channel.
Neo is a word that means new, and that applies to the Miami Dolphins.
Color, you remember Engraven from the Baltimore
one.
We are the one.
Who's
Color,
the Oracle?
Color, do you remember Engraven from TD's
The
channel?
Oracle is Mike McDaniel,
he has his own
and
channel.
the architect is Chris Greer.
I want to tell Engraven this: if Kyle Hamilton is on the side where Tyreek motions, touchdown.
Morpheus is Xavier Howard.
That's all I have to say about that. No big ass.
He's the one that's been here the longest. You know what I mean?
So that makes the Ravens the Sentinels or the Machine.
Yeah.
That makes them the Sentinels then.
Crypto.
And John Harbaugh is Agent Smith.
So all of a sudden, the secondary that gave up 37 points is gonna stop us when we're better this year. Okay.
Go Gators.
I gotta laugh at these cats
talking about.
The Baltimore Ravens with a 6'4", 240 pounds is gonna keep up with Tyreek.
If he's healthy.
Oh, he runs like a dare. Okay. Keep eating the cheese. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people say they can stop us. And you see that Tyreek's looking behind himself. I don't think Kyle Hamilton is going to be the first to stop us. The only kid that I saw that was close is Gonzalez from Patriots. Much respect, Gonzalez. That's the only kid who I saw kept up with Tyreek. If Baltimore is going to come in, we're going to go up there and they think that they're going to somehow bring something. You got to stop us from scoring 37, my friend. And we've gotten better. Man, I can't wait for this game. What is today, guys? Is today Saturday? Man, I want to play. I want to play that game.
Doing your quantitative analysis of the way games are against and based on
how far is that damn island out there?
We would have never lost a game since 1973.
But the thing is, Kyle Hamilton is gonna come down in the box, and I listen to ESPN too. I listen to passionate or casual fans.
I mean, I got 20 to 10. How far
I wish
out
it
is
was that easy.
how many hours out is y'all's island, bro? I got 20 to 10 out over here on Friday.
The who?
Sharif's already into Saturday.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm past
Must
the
be
equinox.
that must be that Anunnaki portal he walks through or something.
Color, I'm past the
Bermuda Triangle
equinox here.
Bermuda Triangle is like how many
that's right.
different time zones?
He is fully inside the Bermuda Triangle, right? Yeah, that's right.
They don't have a time zone. They have portals.
Will you ever go? Will anyone
Just go
ever
to any
go
time
there
you want.
if you had a chance? If you got a free ticket to
the
tour there, would you go?
The third connecting point of the triangle is right at Miami, pretty much. You know what I mean? So
nobody's
Sharif
ever
is definitely
died.
inside the triangle.
But nobody's never died, by the way. And where he's right. Key West is at the tip of the triangle. He's absolutely right. No one's ever died, but we're scared of the triangle.
What about rectangle?
Hey, no one's ever died.
David,
we don't know if anybody's ever died because they never came back to tell us.
Right. There's 100% success rate. The triangle.
Yeah. They just got like sucked up by like who knows what. You know,
but didn't someone get sucked up from there and ended up like in freaking New York? I think their ship ended up in New York.
No, they did run some tests with the boat. Like with a boat, it's actually pretty plausible. Like because
Color, it's true. A ship actually went there and it ended up in New York.
Listen. If there was like a methane pocket that exploded or something underneath a boat, all of that water that the boat is keeping the boat afloat would turn into gas immediately, and the boat would literally fall to the bottom of the ocean like instantly. It wouldn't even sink; it would just fall. And they proved this theory out. They proved this theory out by like you can make a little tank of water and shoot bubbles up from the bottom, and like it'll literally fall to the bottom of the tank because there's nothing there but air. You know what I mean? So that's a way the boats could disappear like instantly like that. But the planes
down in a vortex.
But the planes there is a little more complicated. But the same phenomena can cause like there to be wind shearing in the atmosphere where there's like no uplift all of a sudden and the plane falls right into the hole too.
Wow. Well, I know this is footage, and this has been documented on YouTube. I think it was World War II. The United States needed to strengthen the flank.
It's like you can't have the same uplift with methane gas as you can air. You know what I mean? It's not the same composition. You know what I mean?
It's heavier, yeah.
And so the United States took a chance, and I think they had come up with something. They had a science team come up with something in a submarine where they were able to hide their ships incoming into I forgot LaGuardia, not LaGuardia. I forgot the area of the beach where they pull up Normandy. So they needed to. So they actually built the technology to hide ships.
To Normandy. Wow, that's a stretch, dude.
Yeah, it is. So
JFK after that,
they were actually able to make the ships disappear, but one of the ships mistakenly went to Virginia. It showed up in Virginia disappearing. So, like when you said that, it's actually you're right on course.
Can you imagine when Sharif's brain cell that was carrying the when Sharif's brain cell that was carrying LaGuardia had to suddenly shift and walk all the way across his brain to Normandy? I mean, that brain cell must have been like, "Damn, Sharif, what the fuck, man?
What the hell are you doing? You're becoming Lewis."
It's like saying
the brain cell just got to the spot, picked up the word LaGuardia, and then had to go. He's like, I got to go all the way back over there across the brain to get Normandy. Thanks, Sharif.
Hey, look, I went to Rio de Janeiro to Hialeah.
Right. It's like, you know that place in Thailand, what was it called? New York or Bangkok? I can't remember.
Yeah, Bangkok, Thailand, yeah.
Little China, man. Thailand. I tell you what, if you don't think it's in New York, you better go.
There probably is at Bangkok, New York.
Oh boy,
Answer this. Answer this
You know,
question.
there's a
Actually, there's a
Palestine,
place in New
Missouri,
York where they'll bang your
Illinois,
cock.
right?
You hear me, Color?
What's that?
I said there is a place in New York where they'll bang your cock.
Oh, Shake, save that one for the late night alley club, man.
Damn. Somebody explain to me, if Area 51 was so secret, how comes everybody know about it?
I know, right? Yeah.
It's the most well-established place now.
Yeah, man.
Why do they say it's so secret? Everybody
And
knows about
as let's say contrived as it might sound, there actually is the real place is Area 52 now.
Let's not
Apparently.
kid ourselves. Each one of us has seen an unidentified object before. I've just recently seen one. I just didn't catch it on video.
I'm like,
was it moving sideways?
I'm like, how quaint. Area 52. Who would have thought of that one? You know, and it almost makes it plausible because whoever would come up with that as a fantasy, that's like low-hanging fruit.
No.
Area 52? Like, really? Why didn't you just call it Area 51 and a half? You know?
Where's the other 50 areas
at?
That's the question.
Would it be really
What happened to the other areas? Where's the other areas? The other 50 areas?
What about Area 49?
I guess Area 49 succumbed to injuries. Let's put
Funny
it like
thing is,
that.
there's only 50 states, but there's 51 areas. What's up with that?
So
Maybe
that
it's
I think there's an assault store called Area 69.
Do we have an area in Guam? Is that what it is?
No, Color.
Maybe
they're
that's
cloaking.
it.
They're cloaking the
Bermuda
others.
Triangle.
That's what that means. They're cloaking. They have them numbered, but they're cloaked away from our eyes.
Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying? So what would be really sucky is if, like, the Dolphins go about to win the Super
they
Bowl.
use little mirrors, like, do they hang little mirrors on the outside of the buildings, so, like, and it's out in the ocean, so it just looks cloaked?
Yeah, it is. It's an area. It's an airspace. Yeah, you got it's representing you've flown there.
Because, I mean, if you're out in the ocean and you use a bunch of mirrors, I mean, nothing changes. It's all blue.
Yeah.
Like, it would be easy to cloak something out in the ocesion.
Yeah.
God damn, that's a good point. Just use mirrors.
Reflects lights.
Well, that's what somebody did. Somebody made a cloaking. The best, like, analog cloaking suit that's been invented was basically a ghillie suit with a bunch of mirrors on it. That's like the best you can do, and it works really well, especially if you're trying to cloak yourself from animals, you know, on a hunt.
Yeah, you put reflective stuff on that to detect yourself from radar.
Yeah.
That's how you cloak yourself from radar too.
And they have it to where, like, they had it to where like they could push a button. Well, they had it to where they could push a button and the mirrors would turn. So, like, you know what I mean? You push the button and the mirrors turn, and like you turn invisible or virtually invisible.
Color coast to coast.
Yeah.
That's real stuff, man. This was an analog suit. It wasn't like, you know, this was before. Nowadays they got wearable tech that you know, with LEDs and all that, you could probably do something even better. You turn yourself into a whatever you
Cap
want.
for life.
You know?
What's the same as Area 51? What do you mean, Cap? You said it's the same as Area 51. What's the same?
Is Area 51 the same as Heinz 57?
What about Hangar 52?
Yeah, Heinz 57. Yeah, right. What's the other 56 Heinz?
How about
Isn't there a
VAT
Hangar
19?
83 or
Maybe
something?
Heinz 55 is a better ketchup
How
ball.
about VAT 19 and 90 proof? I could use some of that.
What about 75%?
Alcohol.
That's the chances of the Miami Dolphins making the divisional round of the playoffs.
Ah, good segue.
What about
Color. Good
I was gonna
segue.
say Area 72. Area 72.
Good segue, Keller.
Area 72.
Hey, guess
is the
what?
one with the Dolphins
We're
winning
a coin
everything,
flip.
going
We're a coin
undefeated.
flip to make the championship game.
Hey, Color, so I saw something that you were in a space, right? You left something in one of the comments, and you were saying you were describing Mike McDaniel's offense, Did somebody have an argument against my,
Oh my God, bro!
yourself
You weren't
designated
there.
a West Coast offense?
You must not have been there, bro. Like the other day
Oh yeah,
before we
that's
played,
what the official
before
title is.
the Friday, it was the Friday before we played Dallas, right? We're in a space, right? And everybody started talking about how we get away from the run and we need to run more and we need to run first and blah, 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 and run to set up. And dude, all I said was, we pass to set up the run. That's what we do.
Man.
And you would have thought that I slapped all their mothers, bro, because the whole freaking space converged on me. Yeah, and basically ran me out of there. Couldn't let me talk enough to explain my position and what I said, so I just left because I didn't have the energy for it that day. But yeah, that's basically what happened. So I came back. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and I researched. First of all, well, first thing I did, if you notice,
return to innocence.
Hold on, let me finish. If you notice the tweets that I made, Irving, the first thing I did was I went and looked up West Coast offense, and I brought evidence showing that West Coast is a pass first offense, right? And then I went and I researched on the Pro Football Reference profile page for the 2023 Miami Dolphins, where we are in fact listed as having a West Coast offense as our offensive scheme. So then I brought evidence to the table that our offense is a West Coast system, after having brought evidence to the table that a West Coast system is in fact a pass to set up the run system.
Yeah, and if you look at it, the one of the true one of the identifying features of the West Coast offense is the quick short passing game, the condensed formations,
and that the running backs, which is supposed to supplant the running game.
Right, exactly, right. Yeah,
the fact that we're getting over 100 yards a game on the ground is awesome. Being in a West Coast system, that's a bonus. That's a icing on the cake.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and even if you wanted to, even if you want to go, okay, maybe it's not the true traditional West Coast offense. It's more of an air raid where they're running more like crossing routes. That is still a West Coast offense.
Right, and every coach adds their wrinkle, and there are some that are actual sub variants, and there are some that are still a pure West Coast with a wrinkle. We have a pure West Coast with a wrinkle, because it would be listed. And something else. Hold on, Sharif. It would be listed something else. For instance, Air Coryell. Is that not an RPO? Is that not a West Coast subvariant?
Yeah, it's an air raid.
Well, that's what the Baltimore Ravens are listed as. The Baltimore Ravens aren't listed as a West Coast. They're listed as a West Coast variant.
Right. Right.
So if we were if we were a total variant, we would be listed as such. They would call it the Mike McDaniel system, or if it is in fact novel, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's something he revolutionized.
And Tua would be your would be your traditional, West Coast quarterback, right? The pocket passer, the quick release,
which by the way,
great arm strength.
Which by the way is the prototypical quarterback to run that scheme.
Great in the middle of the field, right? Yeah, exactly.
And see, everybody thinks that Mike McDaniel invented this big old scheme to make two of them. No, he just brought to the table what a traditional person with Tua's attributes succeeds in.
And let me tell you this too, Color. Of course, Color already knows this. Crypto and other older fans.
Joe Montana. As far as the heights that could be achieved. You know what I mean?
If you watch Jerry Rice coming over the middle, you would see he caught thousands of his catches, just like Tyreek coming over that little middle. Look at Jerry Rice. The ball is anticipation. You can call it what you want. It's anticipation, and Jerry Rice is just cutting off.
And who's Mostert?
Roger Craig.
Thank you.
Right.
And who's Alec Ingle? Who's Alec Ingle?
I forgot their fullback. Thomas Rathman. Yep, Thomas Rathman, who's now the coordinator for the Niners.
He's a coordinator for the Niners. Yep.
Right. You don't say.
Yeah. He was my boy.
No, here's the thing, Irving. How did we score how many touchdowns did we score against Dallas? One?
Yep. One touchdown.
Right, one. Right.
And it was on a halfback.
How did we score that touchdown? How did we score
that?
that?
Coming out of the flat.
Yep.
The same thing how Roger Craig would have scored.
Running back right coming out, running a rail route, bro. Yep. That's right.
The same way how Roger Craig would have scored.
With Jerry Rice. It's Jerry Rice coming over the middle. It's Tyreek coming right over the middle. 8 yards.
I'm not trying to gloat or take a victory lap or anything like that. But I just don't understand why everybody just was so taken back by what I said. I didn't realize that that it was that like controversial. Like
they're not students of history. That's why.
Well, the point that everybody's missing, the nuance that everybody's missing, is that yes, you have to be able to demonstrate that you can run the ball at will. And that tends to get you over 100 yards a game, even though that's not your focus.
Here's another feature, color. Receivers running option routes. Right, that's a cog. That's the cog of the West Coast system.
Yeah,
exactly. See, I wouldn't care if we didn't run the ball. I wouldn't care if we ran the ball one time a game. If that run was for a touchdown from the 13-yard line to win the game.
Yeah, and the only thing really, like the main reason why, the main contribution that Mike Shanahan made to the West Coast offense, which is basically it's George Seifert and Bill Walsh's system, he added the wide zone aspect to the offense, right? Crack toss
and probably the pure speed vertical route, which I think what McDaniel is really trying to press home. Which is why, if you look at defining a West Coast, the tight end is incorporated a lot more than we have been, and I think that's Mike McDaniel's wrinkle. Like I'm gonna use Tyreek and Waddle to just
because it's Brent Jones
to run this vertical stuff instead of just dumping off to the tight end across the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and Mike McDaniel's running, and Mike McDaniel, and he's running stuff like smash concept. He's running stuff like high low. That's West Coast offense, like bro.
But when so much evidence on film, did we not demonstrate the ability to use the tight end though when we needed to? A la Dallas,
of course, yes.
The other night,
yes,
5 for 5.
Seam, yeah, right, yeah.
I mean, that's deadly. That's deadly.
Right. That's Brent Jones. I'm telling you, that's Brent Jones.
The Fold is out,
and I think Clark caught that beautiful pass by Montana. What's his name? Clark?
Yeah. Clark.
It's just so hard to maintain that type of system year over year. I mean, the 49ers, to their credit, did it in the 90s. They own the 90s with it. You know what I mean?
They owned that decade with
I kind of look at it
Dallas was the team that can compete with them, though, because they were in the pro set.
Because they had prime time.
I've kind of always looked at it like a mixture between the what's his name? What's that guy's name that was with the Eagles that had them running up and down the field taking athletic juice and shit?
Randall Cunningham?
No, that coach.
No, sound like the coach. Yeah,
Buddy
what
Ryan.
Was his name? No, the recent guy before Peterson and Wright got there.
Well, Andy Reid was their coach for.
No, he's a college guy, dude. He's a college guy.
Chip Kelly.
Yeah, I think of it like a perfect mixture between what Chip Kelly was trying to do there.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
But mix that with the K gun. Mix that with the K gun from Marv Levy, bro. That's what it's like we're doing, bro.
Yeah.
With the exception of the snapping the ball within 2 seconds of the ball being put down.
So that's kind of like where that's kind of like that's kind of like the how do you call it, like the precursor to the prelude to the RPO, right? The K gun.
Well, and the Marv Levy stuff, the K gun, but there's a lot of the counter trap. There's a lot of the inside outside zone running. There's sending Thurman Thomas on a 9 route. You know what I mean? Like we do H-Hand.
Yeah,
I mean stuff like that, bro.
Yep, they sent H.
Yeah, yesterday, I think H-Hand was running a wheel route. the other day.
Yeah.
Was he running
It's
away?
really the
Yeah.
idea
That's what
that
we did last year.
one of the things that
Not with
Buffalo
him, of
used to
course,
do well
Right.
with that K gun, and it's one of the principles that I keep referring to with Tua is if you don't have a quarterback that you can really move out of the pocket, then you just got to move the pocket away from him. And that's what Buffalo did so much, because whether they were running a counter trap, with Thurman Thomas, or whether Kelly was keeping the ball, the lane was still open, either for Thurman to cut back through or for Kelly to see through. You know what I mean? So
Kelly was smart.
that's literally what I've seen it so many times where, Tua will run a play action, and it's literally like our offense is running a counter trap scheme, and instead of the running back going up the middle, he's standing there with the ball surveying the whole field, waiting for Tyreek Hill to open up between the two defenders. You know what I mean? So, that's one way to do it, and it works.
Yeah. Yeah, that offenses was something else. To eventually
The
people
one
got
thing they
strong
don't
enough and
change-
athletic to keep up with it.
And the one thing they don't
That-
change that Color hasn't mentioned, they all stay in 21 personnel. A fullback, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end and a running back. Whether it's I formation,
Yeah,
strong
those 3 wide
side, weak
receiver set,
side,
yep.
pro form, and nobody hardly
Mhm.
uses pro form anymore. With two running backs,
Yeah,
one
with
on
2
each
running
side.
backs, one on each
Like,
side.
we
split back
argue today.
formation. Yeah,
We
the drop
argue to
back.
this day that Tua should have been in
Marino
that from
used it
day
a lot.
one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Tua should have been in that from day one. Pro form.
Yeah, with the split back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Split back
Irving,
in,
did you
and
see
the
that
quarterback
video?
dropped straight back.
Did you see the video from
Backpedal.
that independent YouTuber that was talking about the play that's breaking the NFL that McDaniel's running? And the reason he calls it the play and not the plays or the scheme is because it's literally like one formation that we can run like 5 or 6 different plays out of, passing and running.
Yeah, I remember
literally
TV,
just like
showing that.
it's
It's just different people in this.
And I know people
in
throw
that
shade
formation.
on. I know people throw shade on Sharif, and as well they should. The way he references Madden, but I've made this reference before. I've made this reference before, though. It's literally like when you're playing Madden and you're running 5 different things out of the same formation, and you're just fooling the hell out of the defense. Same with Tua.
They're gonna audible into
Well,
this
hold
soon,
on,
though.
Sharif. Hold on, Sharif. So the same with Tua, and this is like people want to talk about passing this and that and the other, but they fail to realize how Tua is affecting this running game when it comes to, hey, we're in our house and the crowd is quiet and you can hear everything a lot easier.
Listen to my
You're
checks.
talking about, look, when you're playing Madden and you're like, okay, now I'm on this hash mark. They've seen me do this certain thing a bunch of times, and now I'm going to run my guy in motion. I'm going to run a running play, but I'm going to run my guy in motion. And based on where their linebacker is standing and his angle and all that, I'm going to snap the ball right when the receiver is at the best spot in his motion to affect the best blocking angle on that linebacker. Right? You've done it for yourselves playing Madden.
Yeah, we
literally has
discussed
the
that.
ability to do that when he's looking at the defense and his guys go in motion. He can snap it when he wants to put them in the best position to either hit that block if it's somebody like Craycraft or whoever, or if it's a running back that's in motion, or being able to split based on how that secondary's lined up, where he perceives that square, that lane, that hole to be opening up for Tyreek or Waddle to split through. You see what I'm saying? And then once he imagines and perceives where that's going to develop, he can then snap the ball when the receiver is in the best spot to make the best angle to that spot.
Right.
And then
that's why what Tua is doing is very, very high level. And people, a lot of people don't want to give credit for that. That's fine.
Listen, what I'm going to say is this, though.
This week, it's a battle between that superpower and Lamar's superpower, and we all know what Lamar's superpowers are. You know what I mean? So there you go. That's the matchup this weekend, and I'm loving it. If both teams show up, because there's always the chance. There's always the chance that one team just goes kaput and doesn't show up. Always that chance. Okay, for both sides. You know, but if both teams show up, this is going to be absolutely the best game we've probably seen in the last 3 years.
I think Baltimore is going to struggle to run the ball from their running backs, and I think they're going to probably be forced after 2 series.
I'm talking about league wide, best in the last 3 seasons, man. Right here, Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a very confident offense. The defense is new, a new scheme. Fangio did say yesterday that he would change things up. And on top of that, against the Jets, they sent 7 4 times, and they sent 7 4 times against Dak. So he is changing it up. He is.
By the way, Irving. Well, the reason I had asked you that, I went on a big tangent there, but the reason I asked if you had seen that video is because in that video, on a sidebar, he happens to mention that, you notice how we throughout earlier in the season we were kind of getting flagged here and there a lot for illegal man downfield and all that, right? Well, so we're running a pure West Coast system, right? But that also gives us the ability to pepper in with RPOs. But what's happening is we're not actually running an RPO. Like this guy points this out in the video breakdown, right? And he's like, it's that what Mike McDaniel is doing is he's running his formations and his schemes in a way that make the referees think it's an RPO. So they give him the grace, because apparently in the NFL, when you're running an RPO, the referees give you about a yard and a half grace on the illegal man downfield when they determine for themselves that the play is an RPO, right? So Mike McDaniel has been
I see what you're saying.
running plays to make it look like an RPO in order to gain that extra grace of a yard and a half for his guys to get that further downfield. And occasionally it's backfired where we've gotten flagged for it a couple to where it didn't fool the refs and it backfired.
Oh, Eichenberg, running down. Yeah.
Where any of our guys will get caught in that zone where it's like, but literally we're running plays that look like RPOs in order to snatch that extra yard and a half. Game of inches, bro. Game of inches.
Oh yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. But I haven't seen that exact video you're talking about. I will have to check it out and see what they're referring to.
It's been going on all season too, man. It's like people don't really talk about the stuff like that, like we're good, man. We're just good. We're a good team.
I saw the video.
We lose, but we're good.
I just saw the video from I think the 33rd team. I think it's because Colt McCoy was breaking down our scheme from week 1, right, for the first game against the Chargers, and he was pointing out that other teams were replicating it. Like there were some plays that I think they were taking out some of they were taking like some plays from our playbook.
Yeah, that was the video. Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, that was the video
with the Rams, right?
Being stolen everywhere from around the league or something like that.
Yeah.
The Rams with Tutu Atwell. It was the Packers with Jaden something or other. I forget his last name. Jaden Smith or something.
And I noticed that the Colts, when they were playing against the Titans in Tennessee, they were playing that RPO, that slant wheel, slide concept, like flat concept, and we run a little bit slightly different version of that play. It's pretty much the same play, but they're running more of a slide rail wheel RPO. So they kind of changed it a little bit, but I saw the Colts were running that, and it was designed to get the ball quickly out of Gardner Minshew's hands, and they were running the same stuff that we do, like all that stuff they were running in those in-breaking routes, like because they wanted to space out the Titans defense, because they play a lot of cover 2, cover 4. They just couldn't stop. And
and those slight differences you see of how they run something like that are precisely because Their athletes are not our athletes. They can devise something to make it successful for their guys too, but they can't do exactly what we're doing because they don't have the speed of Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle on the field. Like the Rams use Tutu because Tutu is their guy that's almost as fast as Tyreek. You know what I mean? But that's all they can do is try to emulate it for the time being. Now, I'm sure a couple drafts from now, you're going to see a whole bunch of teams doing the same thing and like everybody doing it well. I knew that's what Crypto was about to say.
You're going to see a lot of teams draft a lot of track and field athletes who are 5'10", 5'6", 5'7". They're going to try to get the next Tyreek Hill.
They're real good at catching up.
There we go. There you go.
Now the team that's going to be good though is the one that doesn't focus 100% on that part, Crypto, but is also drafting speed guys on defense and at the same time quietly. You know what I mean? That's what Bill Belichick used to do. He zigging when everybody's zagging. You know what I mean?
Right.
Already get the defense ready to defend it before you build your offense the same way. You know,
or having those that's how they do it against the Wildcats.
My dream situation would be bringing Jakeem Grant back here next year. How would you be able to stop that? Chosen would be gone. If Jakeem comes here, Chosen is
by
done.
waiting long enough for him to get injured again. I mean, we're talking about Jakeem Grant, dude.
Yeah, but who's fast?
I'm not throwing shade on the guy. It is what it is. He probably won't play again. I can't imagine him playing again.
The three fastest guys in the NFL. Off rip.
Yes, but we had bricks for hands.
I guarantee you the guy is not even that fast anymore.
With Tyreek.
He could be that fast all he want, but if you got bricks for hands, it don't matter.
Exactly.
We need someone to stretch the field.
No, we don't.
No, Jakeem Grant is not the answer.
Bro, I used to be, look, I've been down on Robbie Chosen up to the moment he kept hold of that ball with the hit he took the other night. Like, that showed me right there that the dude really is like.
Yeah, he showed some toughness.
That's fundamentals right there, bro. And he's fast. So Jakeem Grant, Shaquem Grant. Who's Jakeem?
That's fundamentals, and he got his head rocked. What the hell, color?
Bro, he held on to the ball. That's his job.
Fundamentals. He was in line.
The guy gets paid millions of dollars to do one thing, and he did it.
He was with 20 virgins, man. He didn't know about no kind of fundamentals at that time. He got his.
What are you saying that his ataxia is what's actually gripped the ball stronger? No, bro. He held on to that ball, man.
I think that was the last thing on his mind. Fundamentals.
And I ain't trying to make light of the situation. I'm just saying, credit to him for holding on to the ball.
Oh yeah, big. But man, when the first dude
I've been rocked like that, and still held on to the ball. I know what it's like, man. And it's all you can do is hold on to the ball. You're getting hit like that anyway.
Man.
Well, that's what they used to tell us anyway. Before the defenders train themselves how to hold up when the guy doesn't catch the ball, so they don't get fined. You know what I mean?
CTE and after.
But for the most part, we were told, look, you're going to get hit like that no matter what. You might as well catch the ball.
Did you see the video with Antonio Brown before CTE and then after? That was a crazy video, man.
It's like the guy in Band of Brothers that told the dude, look, man, the moment you realize you were dead when you got here, the easier it is to do your job.
I watched, I seen Antonio. I've never seen Antonio Brown when he was a rookie, when he started to dominate the NFL. But when you see that video and how his whole demeanor of himself, dude, once Vontaze Burfict hit that head and that head spin, he was a different dude, bro.
Man, you could almost argue. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not a lawyer. Okay, don't take legal advice from me. But dang, you say he's responsible for his problems upstairs, dude. I mean, I guess they sign waivers and all that, but I don't know, man.
That's when he started throwing furniture out of the balcony and shit.
Dude, that's after Vontaze rang him up. Like, he started doing some stupid shit after that hit. That's what the video was explaining, you know what I mean? And I was like, damn, I didn't know it like that. But before the Vontaze Burfict hit, he's well calm during interviews. He's just like us. Everything is normally calm.
Well, hindsight's always 20/20, and looking back, yeah, it was that moment that changed him.
I heard like some people, I don't know if it was Doc or whatever, but I heard that people that know him, that I think he's had those issues before the concussion hits, but I don't know. Like, that's just me. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know.
That's true, but that could be the trigger. That could be the final trigger for something. You know what I mean? There's so little we know about the head, dude.
Junior say
absolutely.
That.
Hey, by the way, Irving, on a side note, did you play the new Spider-Man yet?
Nah, I haven't played it yet, bro. I've seen like the game, like the play-by-play, like the tutorials and stuff. It's amazing, bro. But I haven't got my hands on it since it's only a PS5 game, so it's only for the next gen platforms.
Like there was as good a chance that there's a good a chance that Brown came out speaking French after that hit, man.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like there've been people known to change. I'm dead serious. There's been people known to change languages, bro, from hits to the head, man. You ain't heard of that?
Oh man,
you ain't never heard of that, bro?
No.
These people that get hit in the head and they go from speaking English to French just from getting hit in the head.
Yeah, if French sounded like gibberish, yeah.
Listen, there was a higher chance of him coming out speaking French.
Yeah. Shit.
Man. I mean, that was a hard hit, man.
Big hit, man. It was a big hit, man. And Chosen's hit was nothing there, but him holding on to the ball to come back to what we were.
But didn't his head hit the ground though? That's why he got the concussion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, he put his shoulder right into his freaking jaw, man, if I remember correctly.
Oof. Yeah, I didn't see the hit. Like, I mean, I saw him get popped by the safety, but I didn't see the I didn't see the impact from the, I didn't see it directly from where
and Juju got payback. It's cold walled somebody.
Yeah, I only saw it from the perspective from like where I saw the safety's back. Like the safety's back was pointing to the camera, but I didn't see the front perspective though, the forward perspective.
Oh,
Yeah,
Joyeux Noël, everybody.
But guys, like when we start talking about receivers who block, like the guy from Pittsburgh, I forgot his name. That if you better keep your head on a swivel. That wide receiver at the time from Pittsburgh Steelers, he would clock your head. I forgot his name. Color, I know you know him.
Yeah, it was Juju, man.
No, not Plaxico Burris. It's a bright skinned dude.
Plaxico. I said Juju Smith-Schuster.
No, I'm talking about the older before Roethlisberger. Neil O'Donnell. He played with. He's a Hall of Famer.
Didn't he knock Brandon Jones? Didn't he get Brandon Jones a concussion?
You talking about Hines Ward?
Damn.
Hines Ward.
Yes,
Hines Ward.
Clean your clock.
Oh, that was one of the most physical receivers I've ever seen play the game, bro.
I met him in person at the mall here in Virginia. Yeah, he was signing autographs at the Reebok store. I met him.
He was kind of like a wide receiver build. He kind of played like a fullback.
Yeah, he was big.
Yeah.
Nobody was bigger than freaking David Boston. That boy was awesome.
Yeah, but that was all steroids though.
I was like, oh man,
Yeah,
Hines Ward,
it
would you
was.
do that?
That dude was huge. He was
He was. He had to add like 40 pounds of muscle or something like that.
Hey,
What's
by
up,
the way,
Shake?
I know David Boston used to have nipple rings.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know about that.
So what do you insisting? So right after he signed, he went to South Beach.
We had David Boston on our roster for about 2 seconds. They decided to throw him one
Yeah, he
pass, and
actually
that was it.
performed. Yeah, and he
His career
performed
was
well.
over. No, he did
Probably
not.
where he got. It's probably where he got the nipple rings. One night on
Shit.
South Beach. That's all that took.
David Boston, man.
One night on South Beach, they found him out on Collins Avenue somewhere the next morning with nipple rings on freaking nothing but underwear and nipple rings at the Denny's.
Looking like Dennis Rodman. Shit.
No, but I had to go to that Denny's on Collins Avenue right there in downtown Miami, and right on the beach. And
I've been on the Denny's at Biscayne Boulevard, but that one.
it was like really early in the morning, and the Denny's is like right off like you can walk down Collins because it's right there across the street from the beach, right? So everybody's so like the Denny's is a small place right on the corner of the building, but I had to go there like 7 in the morning. It was really early. And I swear it was right after we drafted too, man, like a month or two later. And I swear to God, I saw him walking down Collins with beats on, dude. I swear to God, it was him. I mean, it was a dark Hawaiian dude with beats on, walking down Collins Avenue at 7 in the morning.
What's up, Bahana? Bananas and pajamas are climbing down the stairs.
Oh man! By the way, hey, Colin, I don't know if you want to keep it running because I got to work in the morning. Unfortunately, I got to work this Saturday, so.
No, you was going to.
More minutes.
Shake Money was going to get his bananas and pajamas and play with them, and we know Shake Money.
We at 10:20. I don't know. Did we get word whether Cap was coming in? I'm kind of beat myself.
I don't know. I thought he was.
I'll catch you guys later, man. You guys, thanks for having me on, bro. All right, you have a good night.
Be good, Irvin.
All right. You guys are having a show tomorrow, right? Ali's having the show tomorrow.
Yeah, he's having one.
Irvin, I love you. You have great takes, bro. By the way, just so
appreciate it, Shake.
Yep.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, Shake. All right, man.
All right.
Yep.
I'll give it a few more minutes, I suppose.
See what
we've touched on offense, defense,
it's normal start time for El Cap right now, so we'll give him a few minutes.
Like we've touched on a lot of things. The growth of this. Like this is year 4. Like this is win now, eh? This is win now.
It's win now because we're 11-4, about to take the top seed in the AFC.
And I can't believe like some of these guys were in.
If that would have happened last year, then last year would have been win now.
What makes this special for me is that these guys were in college, and I actually was taught to follow. Like, how do you follow these guys? So I didn't know anything about the draft or anything, and all of a sudden, Panay Sewell and Cesar Ruiz. But then, like to see these guys grow, color, like they grew with us, and they're impactful. When have you seen that with any Dolphin team? Jason Taylor.
Bring it back the whole hit, son. You bring it back
2 years ago. Last year.
Yeah, exactly. This team now. But you haven't seen that with the former GMs, Ireland and Spielman. You haven't seen that. Like, we built this team. Like, it's not babies anymore.
Rock and roll built this team.
Like, you can safely say the youngest cat right now who still has milk is probably Austin Jackson and Jalen Phillips, and they're warriors.
What's this
youngest cat?
fascination
Like,
with
Jackson?
Milk?
Huh?
He's just 21. Isn't he 23 or something like that? He's
I'm pretty sure they're adults, bro.
Yeah, I mean, like they're gonna go into their second contracts, and we're gonna still be very young. Wow, like this is the first time I've been a Dolphin fan and seen my team grow out of college uniforms into my team. I'm not afraid to say that. I never kept up. I didn't give a damn about like drafting. Just get someone good. That's how I was. I was a Lewis before.
Damn.
Damn.
You were a Lewis before. Wow. Unbelievable.
Damn.
Yeah, but I guess we'll
What
see.
was that in the background? Somebody's playing with a vibrator.
Damn.
That's me pulling up my charger. That's me pulling up my charger.
Put it on the G spot.
Oh damn.
Yeah, man, but I just think like number one, we have an advantage. I think we're gonna have the advantage running the ball and stopping their traditional run. Lamar is a different thing. I think right off the bat, we're gonna just be.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The
vibrator
is
died.
Yeah, exactly.
He dropped it in the water.
He's got to go put his hamster back on the wheel that's powering his internet. Man,
I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad he's bringing up the hits though. Cesar Ruiz, Tristan Wirfs.
Right.
I'm telling you, where would we be without these guys?
JR Black, what's going on,
What
brother?
would
How
it
you
be
doing?
without
Thank you.
freaking,
I appreciate you for always showing support, my brother. Same thing with Bo G. What's going
Black.
I have a feeling.
Nice well.
I have a feeling it's gonna happen.
When he put nice well.
Yeah,
Christian
that's what happens when somebody kicks you in the crotch. You get a panai swell, a swelling.
A nice swell.
Uh-huh.
A punai.
Is that a swollen peanut? A panai swell.
Your penai will swell. But anyway, on that note, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. I guess I don't know. El Capitan hasn't got back to me. His internet was tripped. Did you see his show yesterday? Color.
Yeah, it did freeze when he was playing a video.
Yeah, every 5 minutes.
At the moment he was playing the video.
Every 5 minutes, the all you see was StreamYard the background. His internet was
frozen
out on him.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah, the video would freeze or he would freeze.
Still better than watching CB83.
Yeah. Well, a frozen video is better than CB's motion video.
Damn.
You get the same information no matter what. Frozen. Oh man.
Hey, he's gonna be the guest on Insomnia next week. So
yeah, so we gotta try to make sure to stay awake. Instead of him being a cure to insomnia, he's gonna give you insomnia.
That's my man right there, man. So, any final thoughts, guys, before we close this down? Because I got to work tomorrow. And like I said, tomorrow night and Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. Michael K was our special guest. You know, it was an hour and a half. We talked a lot. We talked a lot about a Pro Bowl. Oh, we talked about the Pro Bowl, right? Like no MVP. We talked. We got into a little discussion on the MVP conversations and shit like that.
Oh yeah, we did. We discussed it a little bit because that was the topic of the week, pretty much going in.
Sounds like a good anti-ticket to bet on.
The last 5 finalists or 10 finalists that sit it are circling the wagons and putting in their bids. This is the week.
And the thing about the yesterday was, you know, you didn't get Michael K the troll. You actually got Michael K the football guy. You know what I mean?
Right. You got the football version of him.
So more like garden gnome instead of troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an interesting episode. It's a pretty good episode.
Yeah,
He would have been our second guest outside. I was trying to get the Raider guy on, but we weren't able to get him for the Raiders week. So he would have been our second Dolphin guy. I was going to get the Raider guy on.
I mean, we still
Maybe we can get him next year if we play the Raiders. Yeah, we still could probably get him.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing this is one thing about Insomnia is we're trying to branch out. We're gonna be doing the all NFL. So I'm gonna be reaching out during the offseason to a lot of these locked on guys, and we're gonna be talking to a lot of locked on. Of course, I'm gonna get Alex Dono on there, so you guys can talk about that.
Alex Dono, their favorite guy.
Yeah,
Shake Money's favorite guy.
Alex Dono is. I tell you what, man. I wish he'd do Locked On Dolphins. Man, that's what I'm hoping for, that he does Locked On Dolphins. But
you don't like Kyle? What's his name? Kyle. Damn, slipping my mind.
I mean, if I need to fall asleep, I'll listen to him.
Okay, got it.
Holy crap! I tell you what, man. I swear to God. Listen, man. If I'm listening to Dolphins content and I'm counting the ceiling tile, the holes in my ceiling, I'm sorry.
The ceiling tile, counting them. There you do it.
Really? No, man. I mean, look, I think he does a great job, but he's not my cup of tea. I'm not knocking him. He'll have more information on football than I ever will, but they're just not into him. So
I'll make sure I pick up some ceiling tile.
But I hope he does. I wish he would do Locked On Dog. But he said it first. When I had him in the blender. I had Alex Dono in the blender, and he said the Canes is his first love.
Right. That's probably why he just only exclusively doing that, right?
Yeah, he does the Canes and he does Dolphins, but like when he was doing the when he was doing the whatchamacallit, when he was doing the 5 Reasons Sports, he talked about the Dolphins, but then I listened to him doing the lock. See, that's why I can't listen to him doing the Locked On Canes, because it's like, damn, man, he really sells like damn, you like, if you listen to him, you're like, damn, man, the Canes are going all the way this time, and I start getting depressed.
I
can't listen
to it. Sorry.
No, he's a. I tell you what, I listen to Locked On Canes, and he is extraordinary at what he does, man.
Well, it's kind of like them shows on the ID channel, Shake. I was watching them for like months, man. All those the shows that come on there, on like all the murder shows and all that. And I'm like, I'm really interested in that stuff, but I realized, man, that stuff was making me so damn depressed, dude. I'm like, it's fucking society, bro. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it anymore, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, and then I'm gonna try to. I already talked to the Locked On. I already had the Locked On Gators on our show. He was the Giants guy. Of course, he's gonna be on. Like I said, we're gonna be doing a lot of big NFL things.
NFL, yeah.
This off season.
A lot of different teams, a lot of different venues. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, y'all be on lookout for that, man.
Be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
And tomorrow, what do you guys late night? Hopefully, late night XL it will be on. If not, me, Color, and Crypto will definitely have no problem substituting for him. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah.
But he'll be
It'll be the first of the year, but the last of the football year.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. Tomorrow's what? Yeah, tomorrow will be the last XL of the 2023 season.
Yeah, XL.
Yeah,
And
just
then
like
our Insomnia. I'm talking about the next Insomnia is the first Insomnia of the year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're right.
But the last of the season of the football year of the calendar football regular season. Then we have playoff Insomnia, doing all the playoff teams, all the 14 teams, deep dive into all 14 teams.
Yeah. We'll still have special guests, whatever. So
we still have special guests. Playoff brackets will be formed.
Well, anyway, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Any last words before I don't say final thoughts, but any last words?
There's no such sex in the champagne room.
No sex in the champagne room? That's right. Good one. Peace. I just gotta say, fins up to Scrappy. Hey, I gotta give a special shout out to my man Scrappy. I appreciate all the support you give on this channel, man. Scrappy, you're a real one.
Scrappy.
Appreciate you. Later.
Yep.
Now I'm out. One more, Bo G and Kevin Lee. Even though you're, I hate your Seminoles.